Welcome to Desert Armory and More. How's it going, folks? How is it going? Is crack-a-lackin'? How is life? Not sure how to put this thing. These things are so long. Wish you could put the screen the other way, but unfortunately, it won't put it in the live feeds if you do that. Yeah, YouTube right now is being really weird. I'm only getting like barely any views at all on shorts. I short in. Normally I have like 100 or 200 within the first hour, and I only had like 14. It was crazy. Hey, Eastern Washington, how's it going? I hear a lot of people are having the same problem today as well. So who knows what's going on with people's shorts today? Today specifically, for some reason. Hey, good evening to you, Eastern. Welcome. Pretty good this evening. Great. I think I'm doing pretty good myself right now. Hey, what's up, AT? Upright Tactical. Yep, America from Texas. Yep. Unfortunately, don't have any double barrels right now. Okay. Right now, I like that part. It's kind of like saying yet. What's up? Says Papa Pew Pews. Yeah, you knew you had to show up, right? Because your favorites are on the screen. So these are all my double barrels, including the two that I'm working on, or sorry, all three that I'm working on. That's why this one's guts. I just did a full format of me working on this one. This is the one I don't have the trigger set for, where the little thingies go on like those, the whole trigger set. My shotties. Yep. This is the one I was doing the welding on. I still have to work on that one some more yet, too. The one that was supposed to be a 20 gauge, but it wasn't. It was not. Thanks for that. Hey, 2A, what's going on? And then this very end one, we're still working on it some. So we're working on this one. We're working on this one, needs a fore end on it. I need the wood piece in between. And then I do a little bit of work on the barrel, because the barrel didn't originally come with this butt. It came with another gun. I was able to piece them together. And then, yeah, this one we're working on. It needs the trigger sets and screws to put together. And this one, I need to finish welding it. Once I finish welding it and smooth it out with files and stuff, should be able to be shot. 2A the way. I'll send you my Favel info so you can say, yeah, I know you want that one. I know you want this one right here, brother. On my short, I forgot to put this 16 gauge right here, right there on it. So it has one more on here. But yeah, most of those are 12. One was supposed to be a 20, but I'm going to have to look for another 20. Like and subscribe. Comment as well. Thank you guys for coming to Desert Armory and More. Let me put this screen a little bit. The brightness is kind of bright. YouTube, we are only putting this tablet back. We aren't touching a thing. You hear that? Miss yours and Miss Izzy's. Things are so long, it's hard to know where to put the camera at, you know? Oh, you know I was staying up to show love. Maybe. What's it like over there? Well, I figured you probably saw my short, and you're probably like, oh, he's doing shotties. I gotta come. That's quite a collection. Thank you, Michael. I have, let's see, 2 Ken gauge double barrels are the 2 back ones. The rest are 12s, except this one right here is a 16, but that's a modern, as well as I have a modern one that's a 10 gauge in the very back. That shiny one right there is a 10 gauge. That one's from 1960. That one all the way to the front to here, and this one is antiques. This one's a modern one. It's a 16 gauge. It's 9 p.m. here. I stayed up for your live. Hey, Abarito! Welcome. Got 1 subscription. We lost a couple over normal, but it wasn't that many, thankfully. It was 15. The other day I lost 49. It was crazy. Hey, EDC, what's up? We got the old double barrels on the table. What's your best gun? Whew, I don't know what my best gun. One of my favorites is my 338 sniper right there, Lapua. And I've got a lot of handguns. We don't have any of those out today. No handguns out today, other than that one. Hey, Kyle. I just got the brace for that, by the way, guys. Stuck it on last night. I did a short of it, and short of me racking it this morning. So, yep, we got that on. Hey, Hugo, welcome to the chat. Double tap the screen, guys. Subscribe if you could. We'd really appreciate that. I do have modern handguns. I just don't have them out tonight. Tonight was about the shotties, the double barrel shotguns. We're working on, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4 of them right now that are on there. Did you get a chance to check out the P99? I don't think I did. Germany says no. Haha. Yeah, right. Let's see. Do I have any German? Oh, what about that one? That one's a Mauser. We got a Mauser there from Turkey. A Turkish Mauser. All you need is a Luftwaffe Drilling. I'm not sure what that is. Luftwaffe Drilling. Sounds German. Got a hair on the screen. Sorry, guys. Got a couple subscriptions there. Thank you, guys. Double tap the screen. Hey, Mr. Prime, you're back. Yeah, I have a Mosin carbine. Yep, that one is. It's a M38. It's the rarer version, and it's from 43. The strap on it is from 53, but it is an original because it has the little Russian symbols on it. I'm staking that right from you house. Right. Hey, Jay, welcome. Yeah, today's about the shotties and then the guns I have on the shelves. I didn't put any pistols out other than my MP5. Can you show that black rifle at the left of the PCP? Oh, this one? The AK? Over here? Or that? The shotgun. The semi-auto shotgun. It's a German Air Force. Okay. You're welcome. Yeah, Alvareto. Which one are you talking about? That one? Excuse me, guys. Yes, sir. World War II German shotgun usually issued by pilots. No, I don't have one of those. Who you gonna off? Nobody, buddy. What's your favorite gun? Do you have a Tommy? I do not have a Tommy. My favorite gun I put in categories. That's my favorite bolt action. This one's my favorite lever action. The shotgun back here, right there, that's a 10 gauge, is my favorite shotgun. My favorite pistol is down in this case. It's a TTI Canic. Let's see. My favorite lever action, I'll show you there, showed that. My favorite semi-automatic is my AK. And my favorite revolver is in there. It's a Smith & Wesson, what do you call it? 460. No, we don't need you in here. Get out. Bye-bye, FLF. Please don't come back. Bye. Guys talk about who we're going to off. And then, and some leftists. We're going to off some leftists. Oh, my. Like, come on, guys. That's hate speech. Thanks, guys, for stopping by to Desert Army More. Appreciate you coming by. I'm so sad the Germans said no. I am from Germany, as in my parents or my great-grandparents are. Those are some nice old side-by-sides. Thank you. Hey, Focus. Sorry, I didn't say hi earlier. I did see you in here. Appreciate you coming by. There's a few of them that aren't very nice because we're working on them. So we're working on that one. That's the one, the barrel I was welding on. Once that's tight, we should be able to put it back together and it'll be fine. This one I was just working on this afternoon, the one without the trigger sets. I was putting a new a butt on it and a guard, the trigger guard. I still have to get the trigger sets for that. This one here, I need to find a fore-end grip for it and lightly adjust some of the barrel locking because the way I was messing with it, I need to do some other stuff with. The rest of them, though, that one needs work too, the 10 gauge in the very back. Do I have a Glock? I do. I have one Glock. It is in there. It's a 20. It's a Glock 20, 10 millimeter. Thought I would stop by and say howdy. Tristan, howdy. Thanks for coming by. All right. Recommended for first gun for home safety. It depends if you want it like a shotgun, an AR, or a pistol. What are you comfortable with the most? That's what I would ask. If you're decent, comfortable with a handgun. Beautiful shotgun collection. Thank you. When is going to be bolt action rifle night? It'll come. It'll come. Remember I mentioned I wasn't sure if I would put it on the next live or not? It'll come. I want to try to set aside certain days for certain of that stuff. Pistol, I think. Okay, so I would say maybe the chat can help out. Mr. Brew is wondering what's a good first defense pistol for the home. I would say a type of 9mm. I have my choices, but I don't know what the rest of the chat would say. I would say probably an M&P 2.0, which would be a Smith & Wesson if you want a semi-automatic. That would be 9mm. Possibly a Canik as well. No, we're trying to be serious here, brother. A Taurus GC3, yes, that would be good too. Thank you, Backwoods. Another one would be, some people say the Security 9 would be good, but honestly, I wouldn't, just because I've heard some things about them that aren't the greatest. So I'd probably say, yeah, Smith & Wesson, a Taurus. Some Glocks would be good. A 380, you could, or a 38, you're saying, in a revolver, yeah. I mean, yeah, if you're fine with a revolver, you could get a 357 Magnum. I mean, that'd be perfectly fine if you're fine with a little bit more oomph. And run 38s in if you want. They make nice defense rounds for 38 as well, the 38 specials. I have some. They're American Hunter, I think. Let's see. So, American Gunner, right here. Right there. XTP tips. My bad. What about or Snake Charmer and 410? Possibly. 480 Glock. Okay. I didn't realize Glock made a 480. Yeah, these ones are pretty good. They're a 38 special with an XTP tip. My bad, actually mispronounced that. 38. Oh, a number 38. Gotcha. And me, I don't really know what those all mean. Glock's numbering system is weird. It makes no sense to me. Hey, Toxic Waste, what's up? Double tap that screen, guys. Like and subscribe if you could. My bad, mispronunciation again. Backwards, I'm eating peach cobbler. Oh, dude. Tristan, send some over here, please. I want some. That's my favorite, with vanilla ice cream. Either that or apple crisp with vanilla ice cream. Come on, send it over. Oh, man, Tristan, you better have it. Yeah, see? Told you. Told you. Hey, Owen, welcome. How are you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to Desert Armory and more. Appreciate you coming by. Means a lot to the channel. Double tap the screen, guys, and subscribe if you could. Look at my other content. I got lots of shorts of shooting stuff, shorts of all sorts of stuff, of hikes, outdoor stuff, exploring, some of my handyman stuff. If you like that stuff, like and subscribe. Any input on HEI AR? I'm not sure. Just picked the Tel-Tec P1722. Nice. I've never shot one, Luke. Anybody in the chat know about ATI ARs? Yes. My air rifle is a right there. It's an Air Venturi or a Venture or something like that. It is a 25 caliber. I got a Vortex. What is it on there? Vortex. What is that? A Vortex Copperhead on it. I got a Vortex Copperhead on that. Oh, bro, it's heavenly. Shot a shotgun for the first time today. Was a semi-auto. Nice, Root Beer. I have one semi-auto. It's right down there. It almost looks like an AK. Oh, bro, it's heavenly. If you like blackberries, that is. Oh, blackberry pie, dude, with the flaky crust and vanilla ice cream. Guys, stop it. You're hurting me. Hey, Jacob, are those all your cool antique collection? It's actually Jerome, but Jane, yes. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, these are most of these are antiques. This one right here, that one is not an antique. It's from the 80s or 70s. And this one's from the 60s. But this one, all the way to the front and here is all antiques. This one right here might be an early 1900s. We weren't 100% sure when I bought it. The HEI is a hybrid polymer. Yeah, I've never shot that. Which one is the oldest? Oh, Lex, in this stack, It could be this one right here. I'm pretty sure it could be this one. Not 100%. It's either that one or maybe this far back 10 gauge back here. Hey, thank you. ATI rifles are built with aluminum receivers and can common barrel length of 16, known for lightweight. Good start. Okay, thanks for that. Can you tell by getting the wood examined by how old they are? Maybe. I'm not sure. Count the rings, right? Counting the grains? Not sure. Some of them are in parts because I work on these. Like I was just working on this one with the triggers off. I found the butt somewhere versus the receiver, and barrel was somewhere else. And I just did a full length of me putting the butt on and the triggers themselves. Now the trigger sets, like these little spring things here, I got to find some of those. This one here was really loose. It was supposed to be a 20 gauge, but for some reason they sent me a 12. I think it was a typo or something. So I'm slowly rebuilding this one. I got to do a little more welding on it so the action's tighter. I tightened up the hammers. They're nice and tight now. And then that one should be ready to go. This one I got to do, it's a 10 gauge, a little bit of welding on the action's a little loose as well, the lockup. And then this one I just need to get a forearm for it mostly. What's up? FE Ordnance, how are you? If you're not Outdoor Boys, I'm not watching your videos, bud. Well, Homoi, that's up to you. There's a lot of good channels out there, so it's up to you which one you want to watch. If that's all you watch, well, sorry, that's all you watch. There's a lot of stuff out there too, you know. What's your oldest one? Desert. I think I already mentioned that one. Of the shotguns, like I mentioned, I don't really know which one. My buddy had one, and Marlin 330 is one of the best shooting guns, especially a bush gun. Yep. Can you shoot modern ammo in those? A few of them you can. This one you can because it's a 16 gauge. That's from, you know, the 70s or 60s. This one's from the 60s. That one you can. That's a Beretta Silverhawk 10 gauge. My most expensive I have of almost all my guns. This one possibly can because it's the early 1900s. But I don't shoot that in there. I shoot the brass. I hand load my own brass. So I would use something like this and load them myself. Hey, Camden, welcome. Yep, I'm going to use for hunt season. Good. Nice. I'm going to use a 30-30 and a 270. Where's the 500 Nitro? Yeah, I know. Wouldn't that be nice to have, Anthony? Or a 600 or 7. How did you acquire this museum? I slowly bought them myself. I find them at yard sales. Well, I didn't find them at yard sales. I found them at swap meet, online, or what do you call it? I don't know if I found any of them at pawn shops. I didn't know. Wait a minute. Take that back. I found this one at a pawn shop for $3 something, I think it was. But one of them, this one right here, all it needed was new hammers. And I finally found hammers that fit, worked them. I got that one for $125 at a yard sale, and then I had to buy the hammers. Let's see here. No, this channel is the best. Thank you, Tristan. Outdoor Boys is the Bible, the type of content. If you're worried about Bible stuff, I do actually talk about Bible stuff. Last night we were, I think the night before. So if you like that stuff, we talk about that. What's the difference between a 10 and 12? Let me get that for you. Sorry, I might be behind on the chat. So here's a 10 gauge brass right here. Here's a 10 gauge brass. Now they're as long as a 10 gauge when the fins are folded out. There's a 12 gauge brass. So there's a difference there. The bottoms are a little bit obviously different size, as you can tell. And then this one's big enough, you know, it'd slide right inside plus room. This is one I loaded myself for the 10 gauge. It's full of BBs, like copper coated BBs, and it's 90 grains of Pyrodex, just a light load. Nice, Tristan. Okay, talks about, hey, Taylor, how did I get started with reloading? It depends. These are super easy to do. Are all those yours? Yes, they are. That's awesome. I'm sorry, I'm behind on the chat. I'm trying to catch up real quick. Silver. Are you planning on doing some silver inlay to take up the gap at the back of the receiver tang? I need to. You're talking about the receiver tang in the wood. I need to figure out what to put there. Yeah, where it has a little bit of play in that. Let's see. This is Super Wholesome Channel. I don't know how you hate on this. I know, right? I subscribe. Thank you. I appreciate that. Akir. However you pronounce that. Thank you for showing up. Thank you. Appreciate that. 62 of you in the chat. Thanks for coming by. What was the thing on the MP5? Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? We bought a brace. We did a live unboxing of it last night. Stuck it on a short, posted it, and did a little bit on it today too. How can you hate Superman, right? 30.6. Tristan, I have one in there. It's a Remington 700. It'll be out one of these days with all my bolt actions. Cohen Daniel says, hi. Hello there. How are you? Thank you for those subscriptions, guys. Double tap the screen. Subscribe if you could. Oh, yeah, 30.6 is what you want for a tree stand just because it'll reach. Actually, a 270 backwoods. That's what I'd prefer. Because if you're up in a tree stand, you're actually even down farther, so your bullet's going to drop even quicker. Be my guess. I don't know. Yeah, and it has a little more power. It would. Depends what you're shooting. If you're shooting whitetail, 270, 30.6, that's fine. Mule deer, 270 should be fine as well. It's not going to be too light. What do you use a PCP for? I haven't actually shot that a lot because it's really hard to shoot without a brace, and I just got the brace. Looking to reload my own 12 gauge shells and some 40. So my 12 gauge that I reload are all the brass. I don't reload the plastic ones, at least not yet. The PCP is just more of a range toy, honestly. Although I could use it as a truck gun or a van gun. How long you going? Cohen, we just got on for about 22 minutes ago, so we'll be on for another hour and 10 minutes, roughly. Sorry, hour and 20 something minutes, hour and 40. My grandpa made a 3.6 fanboy. Nice collection, bro. Do you have 308? I have one, Adam. It's right there, that polymer one. It's a Savage Gen 1. Savage Axis Gen 1. My dad did, hello, backwards. 306 has taken many deer. Oh, yes. So has 30-30. They actually say 30-30 has taken the most deer of any round. Yes, it was a Carmen. Okay, I'll be back later. Okay, Cohen. See you in a little bit. And mini Notsies. Notsy. Yeah, you don't see them no more. Got any P320s? Dick, I do. Today, though, is not about the pistols. I don't have any pistols out other than my MP5 clone here. I do, though. It's in there. It's an M18. Do you get a Ruger LCP 380? No. Dib, good question. I have a 2.0 Bodyguard. I prefer that. It's a little more reliable. It's a 2.0 Bodyguard, Smith & Wesson. The 2.0 is 6.5 Creed overkill for a doe under 100 yards. I don't know if it'd be overkill, as long as you have the right type of bullets. You're not having too much blowout. I had a lever action 30-30. Nice, Cameron. I got one right there. It's a 30-30 Rossi. That bottom one right there. That we're going to use that on our hunt. For up close and farther distances, we're going to use a 270. Bro got so many guns, he could end a war before breakfast. If we don't run out of ammo, right? We might. Thanks, you brother. Like and subscribe if you could. I do like 380s and 44 mag. I have one 44 mag. It's right here. It's this lever action. I got a bolt action mag fed 30-30. Neat. Overkill would be a 50 cal. Yeah, that would be. I have one 380 did. It's a excuse me. It's a Bodyguard 2.0. Are you going to do hunting videos, Jerome? Tristan, we plan on it. I did some of Dove the other day, but it was just me. So I didn't get any of me actively shooting. When I do the whitetail mid-November, hopefully my uncle can come along. He recently had a stroke, so I hope he can still come along mid-November. Nice rip. My brother-in-law got one. The only thing I'd change is the trigger, but it shoots real nice. Yes, I would actually, see, I got that used. It's a 308. If I would get a 308 again, I would get a wood stock just because I prefer wood stock. But if I would get a polymer and found a used Ruger American, I would get that instead. They are a little better. Sorry, guys. My thing is kind of loose. Let me tighten this up. Yes, sir. You are worth it until you literally just begged for like a sub. I didn't literally beg. I asked. You want me to beg? I can go on my knees. Oh, please, oh, please. Give me some Sometimes I need them. Like that? Yeah, I know, guys. Thanks, Bad Things. Now we just made it to the theater club. Where's the pistols? What pistols? Josue, we don't have them out today. They're inside the cabinet there and in their respective places. We do have this one out. We do have that one out right there. Oh, wait. We got one more chilling up on the cabinet. The just in case. 365. Let's see. You need more license to go public. Licenses to go public? For what? For what, brother? Hello, what's on the table today? Hey, Jason, today is Saturday's double barrel. So we got all our double barrels, including the ones I'm working on. So I have a couple videos of me working on this one, and I just posted a few of me working on this one today. The rest are, let's see, this one needs a forearm. Got to find that. Slowly was building this one. The butts from one place and the barrels from another. They fit together pretty good. I had to do a little work on them. And then I need a forearm for it. And then this very back one needs a little bit of tightening, the 10 gauge. Oh, well, let's see here. Ditto bro, holy grail. I would work on them and then get offered a healthy sum for them, mostly newly retired police getting into hunting. Gotcha. Hunting videos would be so good. Yeah, it would be. Yes, man, I hope you both get a deer. Yeah, me too. My friend has for a mule deer, I have for a whitetail. And they're both pronged animals. 33 mag for my homie. Nice. You're welcome, buddy. I hope you get well. They're tasty and can be made literally something else, bros. On his knees, I'm dead. I know, right? Well, he was all like, "You're begging." I wasn't begging. Hey, Dib. Sure, I can show you that. I just got the brace for that, Dib. Yesterday, last night, we did a live unboxing of the brace. There's the box for it still. And then I installed it on a short. And then showed it off this afternoon. I put a short of me just showing how it operates and everything. Well, a humid jungle didn't help. Yeah, right. Where's that Bursa? I actually don't own a Bursa. That one is a AP5 HJ. It looks a lot like the SP5. Excuse me. So this is the Century Arms. Hey, Alex, what's up? Bad Things, the only thing Jerome begs for is the huzz to get of him. No, I need a wife. Maybe that's what I... No, it's the huzz to get him. I don't know what you mean on that. On the vice. That's not a vice there. It's a press. Don't know what you mean there, brother. Hey, Raging Bullets. Welcome. It's going pretty good. Double tap the screen, guys. Like and subscribe if you could. ALR by guys. I'm going to some... Empanada. I'll get some empanadas. Are you getting the type with fruit or meat and stuff in it? I'll take either one. Is it just me, or has there been a jump in growth in the community within the past year or so? It kind of was going up and down. It varies. I mean, I've been into guns ever since I was little. I know it ain't just you, bro. Oh, yeah. Is that the Mac, Zenith, or Century? It's the Century. Does the brace extend? It does. It's got a lock position and then two in between. Are those percussion cap double barrels? They are not. They're all, let's see, we got two hammerless, or is it three? That one's a hammerless, which is a modern 16 gauge. It's a Stava 75 model, made in the 70s. This one is an American rifle company or something, made in the late 1800s. That's hammerless. And then my 10 gauge Beretta, that's made in 60s. That's hammerless. But the rest are hammered with little triggers. Some are I'm working on. I just did a short of this one. Me working on it this afternoon. I have some shorts of this one working on it. Did some welding on the barrel and whatnot. And then this one here, I'm missing a forearm. I'm slowly looking for them if I find them on eBay or other places. Just about a 455 upper. Okay, nice for you to fit on an AR, huh? 455 Bushmaster. The girl's drone. It's the new sling. Oh, okay. Oh, dang. It reminded me of my burst of 45 ACP. I have a, it's a Makarov. It kind of looks like a PPK. Do you manufacture parts yourself? Let's see. Have I? I make them fit, grind here and there, polish them back up. What else do I do? Yeah, I'll be back. My dog wants out. All right. Sorry guys, dog wanted out. 57 of you in the chat. Appreciate you coming by. Just got a couple more subs. I appreciate that. That's our sub counter. Thank you. Good luck, Desert Bro. I got to hop off in a bit. See you. Some love, Desert the Goats. Okay. Thank you, buddy. Bro, I love your content. A huge love from Iran. Dark Knight, I appreciate you coming by from Iran. Welcome. How are you today? Is it still day over there or is it night? Appreciate you coming by. Got lucky. Let's see, Gen Z, but I'm not Gen Z, if that makes sense. It does. Like some people say, see, I'm a millennial, and people say that I have I act older than I am, or I have an old soul, is what some people have said. Hey, stay calm. Welcome. What kind of electro actions do you have? Got a few of them here. Connor, we've got a 30-30 Rossi, a 44 mag, model 94, made in the 70s, it's a Winchester. Model 94, early 1900s. It's a 25-35. This is a late 1800s Winchester model 92, octagon barrel. It's a 32-20 Winchester, and this is a model 92 Winchester, early 1900s. It's a 25-20. And then I have a lever action 1901, made in 1901, 10 gauge. And then in the cabinet, I have a lever action model 99 Savage. Nice to see you gain some new subscribers, my friend. Yeah, we're a little past what we were last night before YouTube took some away, so it's been nice. A lot of side-by-sides. Yes, I really like them. What do you use them all? Slowly, yes. I repair them. I get them broken and repair them. I enjoy doing that. Yep, that's what they say, Mr. Howdy, Sarah and Honey. How are you doing this evening? Thanks for coming by again. Good night, y'all. Have a good night. Okay, Tristan, thanks for coming by. Do you ride motorcycles? I have not rode a motorcycle in a while. I've rode a few dirt bikes, four-wheelers. I actually rebuilt an engine on a 1500 Vulcan. What happens is certain years had a plastic gear, and when it would break, catastrophic, so I put a metal one in and rebuilt it. Love your taste of metal. Thank you, LH. Double tap that screen. Subscribe if you would. I have shorts of me working on some of these. As you can see, this one's in parts. That one's missing some trigger pieces. This one's missing a forearm. So I slowly rebuild them. But 3/4 of those are fireable. Some of them are fairly new. Let's see. What do you call your safe? A cabinet, and how many Glocks do you have? Scuba, I just do. It's called the gun cabinet, right? Let's see here. Yes, those are all shotguns. Mostly 12. There's a 16 and 2 10s. Let's see here. I have one Glock. It's in the safe. The cabinet. It's a Glock 20, 10 gauge. I need to turn my fan on, guys. Let's get some air. There we go. And some water. Would you like some water? What Henrys you have? I have one actual Henry. It's a 22. The rest are not Henrys. They're Winchesters and a Rossi. The gun cabinets are little flimsy metal ones. I used to have one of those. I actually upgraded and got this instead. I used to have those. I used to have guns in that and a little bit of ammo. And then I got this and had guns and ammo in it. And then now it's just all guns when I put them in there. What is Jason? Then I put all the ammo here. What do you think about snake shot cartridge for 9mm? I've never used it. I think it would work pretty great. Hey, Dark Knight. He says, it's 5 a.m. in the morning. I ran, and your energy gives me so much good feelings. You're a real great man, and please support Iran girls and boys. They're fighting for that. Yes. Do you say Glock 20? Yep, it's a Glock 20 10mm. Glock 20, a 10mm, mate. Did you say Glock? Okay. I'm just curious, have you ever thought about a plate carrier setup? I have. I actually just saw one at the swap meet today. He had a 3A body armor in it. Soft armor, and then it was a full plate carrier, a large. Well, I said 10 gauge about the rifles or the shotguns. You might have got it mixed up, or I probably did. I forget how much you wanted for that plate carrier and the plates. I think you wanted 320 for it. Go level 4. Yeah, I probably would too, because it can handle probably 460 Magnum even. All right, flipping you back, guys. 34 of you in the chat. Thank you for coming by, y'all. You have entered the the realms, or whatever you want to call it, of Desert Armory and more. We appreciate you stopping by. We make shorts of shooting, shorts of working on guns, shorts of exploring caves, mines, hiking, shorts of some of my work as a handyman. I own my own company. And all sorts of stuff, guys. If you like this stuff, double tap the screen, subscribe, maybe check my channel out, see if it's stuff you like. Tonight is all about double barrel shotguns, and if you have any. I gotta run, my friend. Just come on to give you some support. Appreciate it, Raging Bullets. Appreciate that a lot. Thank you. When are you going to post your lives? I haven't seen you yet. I know you said you're going to do some lives. I haven't seen it. Maybe I don't have notifications on. Goodbye. Thank you. Come again. Thank you. Come again. 44 of you in the chat. Appreciate you coming by, guys. How's your evening been, by the way? Or your day? How's your weekend been? So may go live Sunday tomorrow. Okay. Sadly, I won't be able to get on, I don't think. See, I live in southern Arizona, and the funeral for Charlie Kirk is tomorrow, and me and my friend are planning on going to it. I can't remember. I wasn't originally planning on that because I had a sermon to preach, but then the church I was at, a whole bunch of people got sick, so we're not having church tomorrow. So I decided, well, I have it in my power to go to his funeral, so I'm going to go to his funeral with my friend. It's about 3 hours away. Phoenix is. My friend just sent me some pictures. I think he's over there at the carnival. They have a carnival up where I'm at. You sure you don't want to? He was wondering if I wanted to come. Understandable. Yeah. I was like, hey, if I'm able to, and the church where I was going to be preaching at, our home church, there are too many people are sick. If I don't go, I'm going to kick myself. So yes, I'm going to be going to his, got a side-by-side that is 12 with screw-in chokes. Do I? I do not have a side-by-side with screw-in chokes. All mine are a lot older than that. My newest shotgun of a double barrel is actually, let's see, it's this one, I believe. It's a Zastava 16 gauge. And even that one's fixed choke. It doesn't have anything that screws in. The next would be this 10 gauge Beretta Silverhawk right there with the nice color engraving and whatnot. That one doesn't have any chokes. They're modified barrel chokes. Like one side's a little bit different than the rest. Modified barrels, they call them. Good night, Eastern. See ya. Why is the recoil like on the 10s? The 10s? So they're pretty heavy. If you scroll through my shorts, you'll see probably about 3 weeks ago I short of me shooting the 10 gauge. It hurts a lot, the double barrel. I haven't shot that 10 gauge because I'm still working on it. And then this 10 gauge single shot right here, I have shot 2. That one hurts even more because it's lighter. It's a single. And then this one's a 10 gauge here as well, the lever from 1901. That one, though, unfortunately, the gun store and the guy who sold it to him, didn't tell them the firing pin was snapped. I got it from a gun store. They didn't know the firing pin was snapped. And I go to fire my homemade 10 gauge brass, because that's what I'm shooting in that one, because I don't want to shoot the modern ones. And it never goes off. Well, that's because the firing pin's sheared. So, anyways, as in, is 10 gauge hard to find? I have a source for these right here. The Grand Slams. There we go. I can get these for $28 a box, roughly, for 10 of them. So they're about a little over $2 a round. Hey, Cool Edits. Welcome. Justin, welcome to the chat. Can't remember if you're a new Justin or not. I've had a few of them come in and out. Not really any pistols out tonight, guys. Tonight's about shotguns, double barrels. Yeah, for 10 gauge, it's not really too bad. I can load them myself by hand cheaper, which is what I will be firing in that really old one. That is a bloody brilliant. Is it difficult to make your cartridges? The brass I buy somewhere, but I reload them myself. No, I was on yesterday. Okay, Justin, I appreciate you coming by again. There's another Justin. Which one's that one? I told you there's some. They should be able to weld onto the old firing pin and shape it. Possibly. I knew there was another Justin in here. Because that one's a purple, the other one's like a gray-blue color. Either that, Justin, I can find one firing pin off of different places that sell parts online. Hey, Arms Room, you made it. Thank you for coming by. Tony, welcome. Yeah, these are my double barrels. Today's double barrel shotgun night, and we did a short of me welding on the barrel on this one, so we're slowly working on that one. Once I'm done with the barrel and put a set screw in for that thing, we should be able to. The ejector, it should fire no problem. This one needs a forearm. The butt is a different from the barrel, and I made them fit, and I need to find a forearm. This one I just did a long format of me working on this one, where I put the stock is from one gun and the receiver's from another, and I need to find trigger sets yet with the mechanisms, kind of like those thingies, and then that one will work. The rest of them fire. That back one doesn't. That's a 10 gauge, as well as this one's a 10 gauge right there. The back one needs a little bit of help with the locking mechanism for that piece there, the brake. Other than that, it should fire after that one. I dreamed you just got one. You got 20 plus. All right. And I will be firing my homemade brass shotgun shells in that old shotgun that's the 10. And then all of those other ones too, except the new 10 I don't. Or the 16 gauge. But I load these myself. Not this one, because this one's an antique. It's a Winchester repeater, so I don't want to get rid of that one. Beautiful collection, though. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I wanted one for years, and I was able to find... The first one I ever bought was this one right here. Where's my little pointer? Where you at, buddy? Here we go. Use my snap-on ratchet. Right here. That one I found at a swap meet, missing the ears for $1.20. And then I found the ears online. So I have maybe less than 200 into that one, and it fires like a dream. I did a short of about 3-4 weeks ago. How am I resizing the brass? Well, it bore size its own, and then I can cut the length myself with the trimmer. Mr. Ron, appreciate you coming by the way. Wish I had a Norinco Type 99 mule ear coach gun. They were at 120 at one point. Really? I didn't know Norinco made those. Interesting. My dog's scraping on the door to come in. She wanted to go out. Interesting. I get Magtech brass shells for the 12. And for the 10, they don't have it, so I have to get Parker Brothers, I think it's called. It was pretty good today, actually. In the morning, I went to the swap meet, bought a tripod for my spotting scope when I go hunting mid-November for $1. And then I went to, took my dog back, because he likes going with me over there, my little Skittles. He's on a lot of my shorts when I'm hiking. He's a red heeler. Took him back and then went to look at a job for a customer. I do handyman services, and they wanted their screened-in porch. They want part of it closed in so it can be climate controlled. I just saw those the other night. I have been considering some 12-gauge brass. Oh, the Magtech? Here, I'll show them to you. So Magtech is probably the one that's the easiest to find. There might be other brands out there, but because I think they also make, I think this company, Parker Brothers, makes 12s as well. They're a lot thicker. They're more of a turned brass. Of course, it's a 10, so they're going to make it thicker. And then the bottom's like beefier. Hey, George, welcome. What state are you in? I got out October 11th. Buck out. We Washington State. I'm in southern Arizona. October 11th. Okay, so mine is... Oh, yours is coming right up. Congrats on that. Mine's November... The second week of November, I can hunt for a whole week. Hey, Renzo the Red, what's up? And I can do a buck whitetail. My buddy's got a buck mule deer. Antlered is what it says. How you doing, George? How was work? I know you said you went back to work one of the days and you're kind of hurting. Feel any better? Healing up better? I'm eating some fresh, juicy, and sweet watermelon. Nice. Hey, Mike, welcome. How are you today? This evening, this morning, whatever you're at. Depending where you're at, right? Someone just was on here from Iran. They said it's 5 in the morning over there. Did you get the 700 out today? Renzo the Red tonight is about shotguns, double barrels. We will have a day for the bolt actions. We'll have a bolt action day. I'll have all my bolt actions out. The juices are dripping. Yep. Hey, Morton, what's up? Thanks for coming by. I've been looking for a hammer, 12 gauge 7.5 with screw and chokes. I don't know if there's a manufacturer. Probably because you want the old look, but you have to, because of state restrictions, have screwed in chokes. I'm trying to think who would have those. A modern one with exposed hammers. Chiappa or Cimarron, maybe? With screw-in chokes, possibly. If not, you might have to see if you can figure something out with a, what do you call it? A gunsmith. My brother's trying to call me again. He tried calling me last night. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta grab this real quick. I don't know if he never got my text or what. Let me see if I can call him on here. He tried calling me last night. And I told him, I said, I'm sorry, I'm busy. Oh yeah, well the return to work was a little difficult, but I passed it. Good for you. Why isn't he responding to my text, but yet he calls me? That's weird. Let's see if I can get a hold of him another way. He's got 2 numbers, so. Edevaldo, unfortunately, I don't know what you're saying. Any Ithacas? I don't have an Ithaca. My grandpa had an Ithaca double barrel. When he passed, my brother got it. It's a shorter one. Ithaca flues parts. There she is. There he is. Let's see here. Trying to text my brother. Good deal, George. Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better, brother. Let's see, that's French or... That's got to be French or Latin dialect. Empar o pajadiso ahí. Unfortunately, I do not know what you're saying, friend. I know Spanish, so if it was Spanish, I'd be able to get an idea what you're saying, but I don't know French. It looks like French, and I don't know Portuguese either. It could be Portuguese. It has a little tilde on the I. All right. No, hopefully he responds back, my brother. Let's see here. Sorry, guys, I'm a little distracted. My brother tried to get a hold of me yesterday, too, and I just didn't work. Hey, thanks for the subscription. Shouldn't have just gave me one more. Do they make modern 12 side-by-side with hammers and screws? I don't know, Morton. It would be a modern remake, probably. It sounds like Lighthouse Beach. Which does. Just putting the tablet back, YouTube. Not doing anything else. Just putting the tablet back. Arnold, welcome. Hello. Sorry, I didn't see you. I was a little distracted there. Thanks for dropping by. I think you're new to the chat. Tonight is about double barrel shotguns. And some of the ones I'm repairing are down there too. Are any of those greeners? No, I have a this one's a Grenache. NC Grenache. This one is a Zestava, so it's a newer one. This one here is an Eclipse. Right there. This one's an Eclipse Meteor. This one's American Arms. That one's American Arms as well. This one right here is a J.H. Sterling. That one is a W. Williams, or sorry, F. Williams. The new looking one right there is a Beretta Silverhawk. That's my nicest shotgun I have, most expensive. It's a 10 gauge from 1960, and that back one is an H.J. Williams as well, a 10 gauge. Who doesn't love a break action shotgun? Right, Andy, right. Thanks for coming by, that guy 556. I can't remember if you've been in here before. It looks a little familiar. Eddie Valdo. Unfortunately, I can't read what you're saying. Marcel Rondani Pare. Love the double hammers. Yeah, me too. I slowly repair them. This one needs a little more welding and fitment for the barrel, and she'll be good. This one I need the trigger sets, or sorry, the hammer sets and the springs. This one needs a forearm, and this one in the back needs tightened up a little bit. It's missing the spring for the brake, the lever, the lockup spring. And then this one here's missing the lockup string too. It was broken when I took it apart. The British Home Office does not what? Eddie Valdo, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're saying. Panela. Para fazer panela. It looks like it's Portuguese or French. Do you TIG weld them? Yeah, I think it's a TIG weld. TIG weld. Or is it MIG? The one with the wire fade. It's a wire feed. Like guns of any kinds. Yep. What would be a good hunting double hammer would you recommend for first side by side? A double hammer side. You subbed. Oh, thank you, Andy. I appreciate it. Thank you, Andy. Appreciate that. Means a lot. Guys, maybe you got some suggestions for Mr. Morton here. What would be a good hunting double hammer would you recommend for first side by side? Hey, Pat, what's up? Welcome. Oh, depends what you're hunting, but most exposed hammers, at least old ones that you can afford, that aren't like safari cartridges, wouldn't have chokes. I mean, you could get an over-under, but I don't like over-unders. I prefer side-by-sides. Morton, I'm not sure because, yeah. I mean, if you could find something like this one here, right? Where's my little pointer stick? If you can find something like I did with this one, it's an early 1900s. It doesn't have chokes, but it's nice and tight. There's not a problem with it. I fired it the other day with some of those brass loads. I think this one could handle modern ones, like low recoil ones, which I have a box of them, the Rhino low recoils. Because I got that for like $350. So if you're able to find something that cheap that's in totally perfect condition, I think the only thing it had, I think, was a sticking pin, firing pin on one of them. So I took it undone, lightly filed it, and then it was fine. It had grit and junk in it. The gun with the big muzzle brake, GR1D. Welcome. That is my 338 Lapua. It's a sniper rifle. Good eye, by the way. Unless it's for bird hunting. Yeah, see, bird hunting, you are restricted to either a modified choked barrel or with the chokes that you can integrate. Hey, fellow Arizonan person, how are you? Hello there. Pleasure to be on your live again. Thank you. Sandra Reedley, I do not have a Tommy gun. Not sure if I'll ever get one. I do like them, but they're hard to find and they're pretty expensive. I reload and wanted to get into black powder brass cartridge for shotguns. Mine, I don't put black powder. I put the Pyrodex because it's easier to find and cheaper. But yeah, it's like I said, I loaded these myself. This is a 10 gauge. We've got like BBs from a BB gun in here, coppered, and I got 90 grains of Pyrodex in here. It's Pyrodex actually P. I put in there pistol. How many 10 gauge do you own? I have. Let me see here. So I have that back one here. Then I have this one here. That's a an H.J. Sterling. This one's a Beretta Silverhawk, 1960. And then I have this lever action 1901, made in 1901. That's a 10 gauge. The firing pins broke on that, which I didn't know that though when I bought it. Even the people who sold it didn't know that. And then the next one up right there is a single shot 10 gauge. That's a Winchester there from 1901 and a model 1901. I had a Spanish side that was left barrel. Let's see, right barrel FC. Got you, yeah. Modified choke, fixed choke. Yeah, those are neat. You can depend. I mean, you could tell what they are by if you take the barrel off and flip it over. There's etching and stuff on the bottom, and those numbers stand for different types of barrels. Now, if you're subscribed to Bullseye Ben, he's got something even more cool. It's a CZ. It's got a double barrel with a third barrel lower. That's a 30-06. Now, there's the rifle to get. They're not exposed hammers, but it's a 3-barrel. The bottom barrel that's in the center is a 30-06, and the two beside it are 12 gauge. That would be cool. You could get an auto ordnance, Tommy. They're like exact replicas. Yeah, I could. You're right. That's the one I would think about getting. Do you have any other interesting old ammo? Got these to show. I have some old cardboard shells and one old brass case shot shell. Okay, so here's my paper cardboard one. It's a 10 gauge right there. It says on the back, it says Winchester Repeater 10, number 10. That's what they used to say on them. And then I have, this one's a really old 12 gauge Winchester brass from the early 1900s. I've got a whole bunch of old cartridges in here. Some are modern, but some are old. Like that one's a 4570. That's really old. I've got some, like a 41 caliber in there somewhere. Some what else? All sorts of little old stuff that's in there throughout. That's obsolete or whatnot, or hard to get. These things are really hard to get here. They're called 2520 single shot Stevens. Those are really hard to find. They're not the same as 2520 Winchester centerfire, which is this one, which are hard to find too, but nice lever collection. Thank you. Plus, the auto ordnance Tommy are 10 times cheaper than the real one. Yeah, no joke. Arizona Gun Boy says, I had an auto ordnance Tommy, super unreliable. Made a video about it on YouTube, age restricted it. Well, probably because it looked like an MS. I mean, an MG, machine pew pew, with the fun mode. That's probably why. Dunces. Should have put a orange tip on it, right? That way it would really look like it's fake. Let's see here, guys. I don't know what they charge now, but Spain will custom fit a set of shotguns to you and send them to a local gun store near you through an importer. Yeah, I have heard something similar to that. I actually bought an S-bar or an East-bar or something that was from Spain that needed a butt for it. It was an antique, so it could be shipped in the mail to me, no problem. Unfortunately, the person never sent it off, and so I got reimbursed. It was online, and the company I bought it through reimbursed me. It was like a private selling company, and they never sent it out. My quote ordnance, never had any problems, and I've shot close to 2-count rounds through it. Nice. Auto ordnance, okay. Carmen, what's the company? I want a pass down. Hey, Desert Army, what's up? Thanks for coming. Oh, Paul, I should say, not hey, Desert Armory. You're the one saying that. Desert, peace, and love. Paul Wick, welcome, brother. Welcome. I'm not sure. It was a long time ago. Yeah, they might not have him anymore. Let's see here, folks. So, Mr. Paul, tonight is a double barrel shotgun Saturday. Double barrel shotgun Saturday. I'm going to try to have a theme for every day. Like some people have wheel gun Friday or this, that, and the other. So, I did my wheel gun on Thursday, so I'll probably keep it that. That was in the afternoon. Yesterday was semi-automatic pistol Friday, and then today's double barrel shotgun Saturday. I need to do a bolt action and a lever. And then I'll probably have one day that'll be like oddball Tuesday or something, Oh, sweet barrel. Yeah, right. Yeah, I'll probably have one that's like oddball, because I have oddball stuff, so I put that oddball Tuesday or something. The Hammer Action Shotgun, I've had it, is a Belgian-made one, but don't know what it is. A lot of mine are Belgian. Most of them are. So this one right here isn't. That's a made in Yugoslavia. It's a newer one. It's made in the 70s. And then this one right here was made in the United States. That, even though it does have Damascus barrels. And then that one back there is made in Italy because it's a Beretta. That one right there, that really nice one. That's a 10 gauge. An uncle bought a set of presentation grade shotguns, and he only touched them with cotton gloves. Yep. Let's see here. I would be doing the same if those were mine. 18 barrels is insane. Is that how many there are? I didn't even check. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Sure enough, brother. There's 2 10s, 1 16, and the rest are 12s. This one was supposed to be a 20, but some reason the listing must have been wrong, and I got sent a 20. Sorry, a 12 gauge. I messaged them, and they never answered back. So I wouldn't have paid as much as I did for it if I would have known it was as bad a shape as it was if it was a 12. 20 gauges that are old and antique where you can have them shipped to your house are hard to find, so I was willing to pay more for it. What type are those guns? The ones on the table, Spencer? They are all shotguns. Here, I'll get my little pointer stick here. So this is one we're working on. This is a 12 gauge. This is a 16 gauge, the Stava. This is another one we're working on. This one we'll work on as well. We need a 4-end grip on it right there. And then this one's a 12 gauge. That's a 12. This is a 12. That's a 10 gauge. And this is a 10 gauge that we're working on. Hey, good morning, Unique Amigo. Hello. A Holland and Holland set of shotguns made for Larry Hagmar cost $250K. Yep. Did they ever make shotguns that use caps? Yes, they did. Well, I know they had black powder ones that weren't breaking, and they had hammers. You're talking about a percussion shotgun? Yes, they did. They did. I've thought about buying a few of them because they're antiques, so you can get them shipped to your house if they're older than 1899. If they're 1898 and older, you can have them shipped to your house. At least if you're in a state that allows that. I have seen them. If you look on Gunbroker, they have them. Just type in percussion shotgun. It'll come up with them. I love percussion shotguns. Yeah, I've never shot one. I thought about buying one just to have one. Because you can get them for like $200, $250, something like that, in working condition. Hey, X-Max, what's up? Hey, I want to find a double barrel 12 gauge that will be considered an antique, but I will use regular modern smokeless ammo, not magnums. I don't really trust Damascus. Currently, you can't get an antique shotgun that shoots modern smokeless ammo. They can't handle it. If you're wanting an antique that you want shipped to your house, if it's 1898 and older, they're not strong enough to handle modern smokeless ammo, unfortunately. You'll have to use something like these, like I do. So I use Pyrodex and load my own in a brass shell. This one's the 10 gauge that I would shoot in that back one there, as well as this one here. Now that's a 1910, which was made for more modern, but I don't want to shoot. I want to only shoot these in it. So X-Max, unfortunately, you can't find an antique that can shoot. Now this one is right here. This is an early 1900s, so it is made for modern powder, but I would shoot like low recoils in it if I would. And I was able to find this one. This is like a 1912. It's an F. Williams. It's a pretty nice one. I got that from a gun store for $350 buckaroos or something like that. Let's see here. Yeah, that's expensive, right? Dixie Gun Works has them percussion. Yeah, they do. Can you get antiques sent to your New York City? I don't think so, Michael. Same with California. I don't think you could either. Any gun they consider as a firearm, even if it's not considered it by the federal law. Do you have to file regular for antique guns? Nope. Radar, you do not. In most states, you don't. I'm not 100% sure with California, even though I was there. You don't need a background check for black powder or pellet guns, at least not in most states. There's a few states trying to push for pellet guns, maybe black powder too. There are modern muzzleloaders that use modern powder to use in Motorload season. Yeah, that's not what he asked, though, Carmen. He asked for a double barrel shotgun that was an antique that could handle modern powder. And I said, they don't make that. There's no such thing. If you want an actual antique, you won't be able to get that. Love the camouflage on the wall, partner. Thanks, Douglas. Appreciate you coming by. Double tap the screen, guys. Subscribe if you aren't. We'd really appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know, Michael. I kind of doubt it because New York is very similar to California, and I doubt if they could have an antique shipped to your house. But I would look up online, see what they say. GR1D says shotguns that are antiques are very picky because so much powder will blow the thing up, and too little will get you bad shots. Yep. So like I shot one of my 12 gauges the other day. It was this one right here. I did the loads myself. One was a little lighter load and one was a little heavier. And on the short, it was a couple weeks ago, I put a short up. You can tell that the one is way less than the other. And I even mentioned, well, that one needs more power, but the next one was perfect. Just hopefully it helps. Douglas, appreciate it. And if you're public and have a channel, I don't even care if you have a channel, I'll subscribe back to you, brother. Always do. Wow, can we get another zoom in there? Hey, Alonzo, Chicken French, what's up? Are they all double barrel shotguns? Yes, sir. Chicken French instead of French chicken. Like it. Yeah, tonight is double barrel shotgun night. They are 12s and 20s. 12s and 10s. And we got 116. That's a modern one here. We got some we're working on too. We're working on this one. Need to do a little more welding on the tightening, then it'll be done. I just worked on this one today. Stuck some shorts about it. I put a new trigger set on it and the butt. This one needs a forearm, so I got to find a forearm for it. Then that 10 gauge in the very back needs a new spring for the lockup switch. That's why it's hanging sideways. That's a 10 gauge there, the really nice Beretta. And then that's a 12, a 12, a 12, a 12, a 12. That's the 16, and that's a 12. Right, yeah. At one point, I purchased some antique percussion, New Navy, an Imperial gun and coin at an excellent price. No paperwork needed. Yeah, even if it's new, it doesn't even have to be antique. That's a black powder. So hey, look at our subscriptions. 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, any black powder or antique, you don't need paperwork for. Sorry, guys. Hopefully I'm not messing up your view there, looking at my armpit. Michelle, I have no idea what you're doing, but anyways, George Puckett, welcome to the channel. I know some Pucketts from California. Thank you. Appreciate it. Double tap the screen if you like them. I mean, you say beautiful guns, you must like them. And if you could subscribe, we'd really appreciate it. Very cool. What's the oldest one there? It's a little hard to date these thingies. So it's one of the Damascus barrel ones. So my guess is it could be this which a lot of them are Damascus barrels. It's either this one here or possibly this one here that's missing the wood forearm there. Very cool. Okay, I just mentioned that one, New York City. Do you do a lot of smithing? Then that's cool. I do smithing on these double barrels. I work on them. I do a little bit of welding on them, tighten the hammers up, get them to function again, and then I shoot my brass loads. This is a 10 gauge. I got a couple that shoots these 10 gauge brass ones. Load them myself. I also load up the 12 gauges as well. Were you in law enforcement or service? No, I wasn't, Michael. Never was. I have WW Grainer, a World War Grainer. Sounds nice, whatever it is, Mr. DS Bundella. Welcome to the chat. How are you this evening? Double tap and like if you could, and subscribe. They're around 100 and nice to you. Do you have any heavy engraved shotguns yet? So I do have one that's pretty heavily engraved. Do they all function? George. So this is one we're working on. I need to tighten up the action where the barrel connects. I did some welding on it, but it needs more. After that, I can finish putting it together and put a new spring in it, and it'll work great. This one's totally functional. It's a 16 gauge. That one's a 20. This one's a modern one, by the way, the 16. This one we were just working on tonight. I put the butt on it and a new trigger set. Now it needs it needs those things, the hammer sets like that. This one here needs a forearm. And then that back one needs a new spring for the lever, but all the other ones work. This 10 gauge is the one that's heavily etched, by the way. Someone was wondering about that. Send me from Indonesia. Right? You wish. Thomas, appreciate you coming by. Thanks for coming, visiting from Indonesia. My Grenier is an 1928 made shotgun in good condition, and I'm doing 5 slug every day. Wow. 12 gauge, I take it, or is it 10? Or maybe, maybe it's the almighty 8 gauge. That's an 8 gauge right there, folks. Hey, Lawrence, welcome to the chat. How are you doing? Appreciate you coming by. What's going on? How's your evening? Or your morning, wherever you're at. Excuse me, wherever you're at. Let's see here. Shorts was the worst thing to ever happen to YouTube. Well, yeah, you know why? Because people do the stupidest stuff. And then today's shorts that I posted, hardly a view. It's YouTube shadow banning us 2A content. It's sad. Interesting factoid. I had a 38 special adapters made for 12 gauge. Yeah, they do make those out of 38 barrel stock. And there was one unexpected benefit. It was very quiet. Shh. Yep. Hey, Christy Smith. Welcome to the chat. Does the 8 gauge have a lot of recoil? I don't actually have an 8 gauge gun. I bought the shell for my collection. Because they also make a 2 gauge and 4 gauge and a 6, if I recall. But I don't have any of those shells. They're really hard to find, those ones. Hi, sir. Please show me if you have a 315 rifle. I don't have a 315, no. I have a 357 pistol and a 300 Savage round, a 308, a 30-30. I'm thinking of all the 30 caliber stuff I have. A 30-06. Technically, a 7.62 by 39 is a 30 caliber, pretty much. An AK. That's over there. Got an AK and an AR over there in the corner. And my clone MP5. We just bought a brace for that. Just stuck it on yesterday. My 22s aren't out, unfortunately. All my 22s are in there. Tonight is not 22 time. They're all in there, all my 22s. They're in the gun safe. I have one 270. It's in the gun safe as well. It's a Remington 700 from late 60s, early 70s. Martin, welcome. How are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Hopefully you're having a blessed evening or morning, wherever you're at. Appreciate it. Double tap and like the screen if you could. And subscribe. One of these days I'm going to have a bolt action display of my guns, as well as a semi-automatic rifle, which I don't have a lot of those. Let's see here. I did a wheel gun. 2 days ago I did wheel guns. All my revolvers. I got like 16 of them. Or was it 12? I forget. And then last night I did all my semi-automatic pistols. Today is all my double barrel shotguns. Avoid hunting gun you have. Okay, so the hunting gun I use... Have you shot a 224 Valkyrie? I have not. I would love to, though. So what I'm going to use for my hunt, Mr. D's Bundella, I have a whitetail hunt coming up mid-November. We're going to use my 30-30 lever action right here. It's a Rossi made by Taurus. And then we're also going to use my 270 Remington 700 that's in there. Those are the two we're going to use. Ever see the Beretta 92 with a slide lock? It was designed for use with a suppressor. Never have. It has less recoil than a 5.56. Yeah, but a 5.56 is a rifle. Oh, wait. Oh, the Valkyrie. Okay, gotcha. Really? 223 has less recoil than a 5.56, which doesn't have much at all. That's strange because the Valkyrie is a way bigger bullet. Isn't a Valkyrie a, what do you call it? A long action or a medium, something like that? It's a pretty big bullet. Guys, appreciate you coming by. Double tap that screen. Collector Sir, I have a 315 rifle. I've never heard of that. Who makes it? What's the make? Is it made by like Beretta or Smith & Wesson or Lee, an Enfield or Marlin, Winchester? Can I send my address to send one of these? Julio. Actually, a lot of those can be sent because they're antiques, because they're considered old enough that they're not considered a firearm. They're older than 1899. Three-quarter of those are. I got a lot of antique slash old wooden guns that are really nice. There was one warning: the Beretta 92 was slide lock, could not withstand much firing. It was mostly for clandestine ops, or a sidearm for the what do you call it? The higher up people. Julio Martinez Hernandez. Yes, I hit 1,000 2 days ago, and we have hardly got much more after that. We literally got, I think, 1,200 and something the night I hit 1,000, and then it went to 1,700. Sorry, 1,170, and then it went back up to 120 something, and back to, yeah. It's just been hovering around 1,200. Each night I'll gain like 30 something, and then I'll lose a whole bunch, and then back up to what we just gotten. I think last night we got up to 121, I think, or 1,220. We're a little bit above that. We'll see if it stays. Okay, 315, 22, 3.6 rifle, 12 gauge, World War II grenade, barrel, Glock 32 Mark II revolver, 375 Winchester. Nice. You got a nice collection. Who makes your 315? I've never heard of a 315. Dude, you got a 500 Nitro double barrel? I just passed right over that. Nice, man. Nice. Now you're being like Kentucky Ballistics now. All these double barrel Nitro rifles. He's got a 500, a 600, and a 700. You probably load the ammo yourself or find someone to load it, because those things are, a box of 10 are like $180 or something like that. The 375 Winchester's expensive too. I wouldn't mind getting a 458 lot, I think, and they could also shoot the 458 Remington, or is it a Winchester? I forget. It'll shoot both. My gun is very old. Okay, you're from India. Wow, nice collection. I appreciate you sharing that. I have quite a few people from Indonesia. Three from let's see. There's two from Indonesia. You're from India. I had someone in here tonight from Iran. I've had people from Germany, Philippines. There's 2 or 3 from the Philippines that are subscribed. Of course, USA, Canada. Sadly, they can't do much. Someone from UK. They can't do much either. Bro, I see new rifle that takes the arrow in with 20 blank at the bottom that sets it off. Yeah, I've seen that. That's pretty cool, right? Then you hook up a string to it. You do fishing that way. That'd be really cool. Bow fishing. People do it with an actual bow, but do that with like a crossbow with that blank. Well, you wouldn't need the crossbow part. But Kentucky Ballistics had a harpoon that used blanks of some sort. And I think he had some other gun too that fit an arrow inside, like you're saying. And you put the blank and it shoots it out. Well, technically all you need is a barrel that's as big as an arrow, and then find a blank that fits that rifle, if you could find a blank, because not all rifles you can buy blanks for. That would probably work. Yep, facts. Yep. I don't think all of you saw, but I did an unboxing last night, and on the live, and we got a brace for my MP5 clone. I installed it last night, did some shorts of me installing it, and then just looking at the features of it this afternoon. But yeah, we did an unboxing last night on the live of that. So that was the excitement that I was telling people that were waiting for something to come in, and to hang tight and subscribe, and turn your notifications so you know when the live's happening. Last night, the most people we had at once was like 45, I think. So that's when I did it. I was like, hey, I'm going to wait until the numbers go a little higher to do the live unboxing. Unfortunately, some people didn't. The people that were later didn't get to see it, unfortunately. Hey, Berserkers, what's up? Thank you for coming by. I have a gun named Muzzle Loader, triple lock English. Nice, with 223. Hit a target, but gun is blasting some damage. My body. 157-year-old gun is dead. Aww, sorry about that. That part's not nice. Yeah, that's what happens with these old guns. Like, I don't have one. Do I have one that old? Yeah, I do. Actually, this one right here is. This one's from 1820 to 1860. The one below it is 1860s. Just stopped in to say what's up and say have a good stream, man. Thank you, appreciate it. I stopped by your stream this morning, I think it was, just for a little bit. Was that? I forget. You had one going. I hopped on for a little bit just to like. So tonight was double barrel Saturday. Hey guys, subscribe to Berserker's Ballistics. He's a really cool guy to hang out with. Nice guy. Sometimes his feed's a little blurry. I don't know if it's something with his internet, but other than that, great guy. Awesome content. Easy just chills in his truck and talks about guns with a gun in the background. And sometimes he's at his house with the guns out on the floor. So, yep. Hey, no worries. We try to support each other, brother. Yeah, subscribe to him. Alex says, I got you. Carmen says, I'll subscribe. Perfect, guys. He's another 2A gun content guy. Support the little guys, too. We all need the support, guys. YouTube's trying to shut us down. 26 of you in the chat. Thank you all for coming by. Maybe you want to see the face that's chatting. Hey, there's a Berserker. Here's me. I see you all the time. I don't know if you've seen my face. Hello. Yeah, you have, probably on my shorts. Alex, appreciate you, man. And you too, Carmen. Do you have anything chambered in 45? I do, George. I have a 1911. I have a 460 Smith & Wesson that shoots the 45, like a 45 Colt, 454 Casull, and the 460. And then I also have a 45 Colt Cimarron, cowboy style with the holster and everything. So do I have anything else that shoots 45? No, it'd be those. That's what I would have. So that would be my cowboy gun, my 1911, and then my wheel gun that shoots them. Oh, then my cowboy gun, I have a cylinder that I can change out and shoot 45 ACPs in it. I've seen you when you disassembled a bird. Oh yeah, yeah, huh? The short. I did. Yeah, you were on because you're. I'm all asking, is it okay to do this? I'm like, I don't know. Let me check. And it's like, you know, it's YouTube. Yeah, you never know. I haven't ate those yet. I plan on thawing them out and deep frying them. That'll be nice. Bread them. I'm debating, and I'll probably do it. Doing a live of me doing that, breading them, you know, and dumping in the oil, cutting them up, and tasting them. Figured some people might like that. Some people really enjoyed when I did that cooking with Desert Armory. I did breakfast. I was cooking up a late breakfast, and then after that, we went into the gun room here and finished the live off. But you really do look like Prince Harry. Yes, a lot of people say that. And I mean that as a compliment because he's a great guy. Roasting a dove sounds good. Yeah, it'd be like deep frying. Is probably what I'm doing. Kind of like what you do with fried chicken. Yeah. He does. Yes, a lot of people say that. Just the other day, someone hopped in and said, "Oh, you look like Prince Harry." I have customers back in Cali when I lived there that said they would call me Prince Harry. One person's like, "You look like Prince Harry, but better." And then I'm like, "Well, you better talk to his wife about that." Yeah. Anywho, just sub. Thank you. Prince Harry is a brave lad. Yeah, I think he is. Some people have bad opinions about him. They think that he was weak and that his wife took him away from the whole situation and she's an evil person. I think what he did was brave because he knew the effect his mom's status had on him as a child. And so he didn't want that for his family, as heavy as his mom had. And so he left. He went to LA. And hey, kudos to him for getting away from that. Sure, he's still in the spotlight some, but like I watched their documentary they had one time. It was pretty neat. I thought it was pretty neat, explaining their lives, why they did what they did. I think it was on YouTube's or something like that, or I forget where it was. Anyways, I thought it was pretty neat. Hey, what's up? Unfortunately, I can't read your name, but I see your emojis. Welcome to the chat. Do you have any 410s? George, good question. I got one behind me here. Let me flip the camera around and I'll show you that. We've got one right there. It's an Ivor Johnson and Cycleworks from late 1900s, I believe. Early 1900s. It's missing the bead. Other than that, it's in very good shape, nice and tight. It's got a rosewood, I believe. Rosewood wood on it. Seems that way, anyways. That's the only 410 I have. I don't have like a Judge or a semi-automatic or lever action one. How you been, bro, since channel's growing? Not sure what you mean by that. That's nice to have a pump 410. Okay, nice. How you been? See your channel's growing. I've been going good. Things have been pretty good. The channel's kind of just hovering around 1100, 1200 the last couple days. I'll gain it, they'll disappear. I'll gain it, they'll disappear. One of the princesses was going somewhere and a tiny toddler shouted, "I love princess," and she stopped on her knee and talked to the toddler and cried. Okay. Is there such a thing as owning too many Glocks? If you like Glocks? No, I don't think so. It's up to you, brother. If you want to own a lot of Glocks, up to you. If you want to own a whole bunch of Canics, go at it. Freedom, right, Mr. Thug? If you're in America, it's freedom. Own as many as you want. Let the freedom pills reign. It was so nice. Oh, that does sound very nice. 31 of you in the chat. We thank you for coming by. Yes, sir. Thank you. Someone bugging you about owning too many Glocks? I'm not a Glock guy. I'll just be honest. I do have one, though. It's a Glock 20. But they are one of the best all-around guns that last forever, that can go through anything, pretty much. It's kind of like an AK. They're kind of ugly, look very rugged, not the prettiest, but they last forever. You can fix them with rubber bands. A Glock's just like that. It's like a Toyota or a Honda. It just goes and goes, you know. That's what I like about those, about Glocks. I just thrust in more, feel better, carry one. Good for you. Mine, I wouldn't want to carry my 10. It would stick out quite a bit, and it'd be a little cumbersome, unless I wore it on my side. Concealed carry would be a little harder with the 10. I have a 20, the Glock 20, so it's kind of big and bulky. I hike with it, though. If I'm in bear country, I hike with it in my pack. I need to get a case for it. We the People had some cases on sale the other day, and I got 2 of them. I didn't get one for my 10. I should have, because it'd be easier for when I hike in bear country instead of in the pack. I took it out one time. Well, it wasn't the 10 mil, it was my 9 mil. It's actually this one up here, my 365. I started wearing it as soon as I saw a bear on the trail and made sure my pepper spray was readily available. Subscribe to his channel and like, share the support. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate it. Let me pin that one. We'll change it now. Here we go. Thank you. But yeah, it was across the ravine from where I was hiking here in southern Arizona. Do you like black powder rifles? Mike, that's a good question. I have one. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that, Thug. I have one black powder rifle. Technically, that is an actual black powder. It'd be this Kentucky rifle here. Now, I have guns that originally would have been black powder. Like this one here is black powder. This shotgun here would have been originally made for black powder, the lever. This lever action would have been originally black powder because it's 1895. And most of these shotguns are black powder or black powder equivalent is what it can be ran in them. A few of them can do modern. This is a 16 gauge and it is a modern. It's a Zastava. This is a 10 gauge Beretta. That one is modern. And then this one can hold handle modern. It's a 1910, 1912. But light loads of modern rounds, like light recoil, stuff like that. The tablet, YouTube. Not touching any guns. Hey, we got a deer peering over again. Look at that. He's looking right at us. That's a good shot, guys. Get him, get him, get him. Let's see here. Thanks, Alex, for deleting that. Appreciate that. Yeah, we don't need that language in the chat. Thanks, Mike. Really appreciate it. Do you have any guns? If you do, what do you got? Do you have any double barrels? Do you have any other shotguns? Just putting the tablet back, YouTube. Nothing else. I like getting mad at you for getting in there. Give me shotgun. Hey, Carlin, you're new to the chat. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. Never seen you in here. We got 12 gauges and a 16 and two 10s over there. Today is double barrel shotgun day. So we stuck all those out. All my pistols I don't have out today, other than one. I do have that one out here, my MP5 clone. We got that one. We just put the brace on it last night. We did a live unboxing of it and put it on last night. Did some shorts, 2 different shorts. And now I need to shoot it. That'll be fun. I have one Kodiak 58 and a Safari 72. Huh. Who's the maker of them? Those sound really cool. I live in England, so we can't get any. Aw, sorry, Carlin. Yeah, I hear it's really hard to get them over there. Like, you have to get a shotgun, you got to join a club. Although I've heard you can get a membership at those clubs and then shoot them. You don't have to even own them. Do you do videos of shooting? Carlin, yes. It's been a little bit since I did shorts of shooting. But I do have some. If you go to my shorts about 2 weeks ago, I did some shooting. And then the week before that, I did some. Pertasoli, that's a nice brand. That's nicer than Beretta. Dixie Gun Works has black powder rifles. I wanted a 70 cal swamped barrel. 170 twist. Dude, that thing's booking. Or do you mean 1 and 7? Is 45 ACP better than 9mm? Mr. Puckett, it depends on what you're needing it for. You subbed. I appreciate that, Carlin. Appreciate that. Thank you. I really appreciate that a lot. If you're if your channel's public, what I'll do is I should be able to go through where people subscribe, the little white windows, and usually once I'm off later in the day, or in the evening in this case, I'll click them all and I'll subscribe right back. So that way, even if you don't have a channel and you don't do lives, if you ever decide, hopefully my subscription helps. That way you can get to that 50 subscribers, and maybe you already have it by then, and then you'll be able to have that ready. Excuse me, guys. A little tickle there. Carlin, come to America, mate. Yeah, right. So yeah, Mr. Puckett, it depends what you need it for. I know some people say God's calibers, 45 ACP, no matter what, blah, blah, blah. That has its purposes, just like a 9mm has its purposes. 9mm obviously is easier to carry. The ballistics are almost as good as the 45 nowadays. It's not as much knockdown power, but you got more speed. Hey, what's up? Not the CIA. Oh, hey. Hey, bud, what's up? I thought you said you're going to change your name to, what was it? KGB or something, not KGB. Hey, Joshua, how's it going? Joshua Bryant. Good for you. I've never tried paint gun. I thought about it. Some friends of ours wanted to take us out one time. What do you think about airsoft? You like airsoft too? Haven't gotten there yet. Okay. Yes, Pedersoli is great. Yeah, I hear they make some really high-end ones. Well, Beretta does too, because I have one. Originally, I think mine was probably $2.5, $3 for mine. I didn't pay that for it, thankfully. It's a 10 gauge. But yeah, Joshua Bryant, do you like airsoft at all? Maybe you came in and went. Might be one of them. Appreciate you coming by. Eh? Helps with the view count. Thank you. Let's see here. 26 of you in the chat. Appreciate y'all coming by, guys. We'll probably quit here in about 30 minutes, just so y'all know. Long ways off. We got plenty of stuff to talk about. Not CISs, but the Russian doubled variant isn't actually double barrel, and it's a 4-gauge shotgun, quite short, but packed a punch and holds 4 gauge. So it's not an actual. Yeah, I don't think it is. You're right. I think it's a single barrel, the 4-gauge that the Russians make. I forgot to look that up again. I know I've seen them on Gunbroker, the 4 gauges from Russia. Pretty cool and pretty big looking guns. No, but it's great. Oh, I'm sure it is. I haven't seen those. Yeah, if you look on Gunbroker, they have some for sale. Usually there's 1 or 2 floating around, 4 gauges from Russia in there. Who else has one? Kentucky Ballistics. I'm not sure if it's his or if he borrowed it. He has a 12 gauge. Sorry. No, he has an 8 gauge. He has an 8 gauge semi-automatic. He might, or sorry, pump. He might have a 4 gauge. I wouldn't doubt it. That guy's got a lot of guns and oddball stuff. 27 you in the chat. We thank you guys for coming by. So, I'm from Southern Arizona here, and we appreciate you coming by. Desert, Armory, and more. We do shorts of shooting. We do shorts of talking about guns and the age and when they're made. We did some shorts of that a long time ago. Well, a couple months back. But we also do the and more part, which is hiking, doing some hunting stuff, exploring old mines, doing some of my handyman stuff. So if you like that stuff, double tap the screen, like and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. Maybe you just want to do it because you like seeing my face, and that's nice too. I appreciate that. Maybe you're doing it because I look like Prince Harry. That's nice of that too. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Let's see. Paint gun is actually used for training certain ops. Yes, they do. Paintball. I have a Mossberg Silver Reserve. Nice. Nice, Jonathan. And 20 gauge. Also have a Savage Model 24V. It's a 223 over 20 gauge. Nice. So there's another guy, Jonathan, that has a channel. His name is Bullseye Ben. He has a 12 gauge side by side with a 30-06 under. But yours is over, okay. Over the 20. His is under, so it's really neat. It's a CZ. It's got the two barrels here that are 12s, and then one down below. It's a 30-06. Pretty cool. What was your first gun, and do you still have it? I do. It was a 22 bolt action Savage Mark II, and I still have it. It's in the safe over there. Oh, someone said something about a 50 cal. Derringer, great gun, 50 cal mass, and Slavic. It's beautiful. Tabak pistol 6-inch. That was a little bit weird the way that was in. That's cool. Thank you, Jonathan. Appreciate it. I have seen the Savage 20 gauge 22-23 combo. That's neat. Hey, other Jonathan. Hey, Jonathan. We just had two Jacobs in here, and we have two people that have Johnson for their last name. Jonathan Arts Miller. I think you are new to the channel. We appreciate you coming by. How are you this evening? Sorry for translating. That's okay, Mike. It's okay. I thought that was actually somebody else. Oh, that was you. I've never tried. Let's see. They do make a 50AE Derringer. Yes. Bonds Arm makes it. They also make the 4570. It's a double kind of Saturday. Yes, it is. Yep. Today's double shotgun Saturday. Double barrel shotgun Saturday. Yep. It's a doubles kind of Saturday. Yep. What else are we going to have? Twins walk up? Twiplets? Love those shotguns, man. Thank you, Jace. Appreciate you coming by. If you guys aren't subscribed, we'd appreciate if you could double tap the screen. Jonathan's new here. Mike's new here. The other Jonathan's new. Jace is new. Adian, you're new. Where'd you come from? Where are you from? Thanks for coming by. Recommendations on getting an Ithaca 48 side-by-side 12 restored or sell as is. It depends on how the quality is. If it was mine, I would restore it myself because I restore shotguns. This I'm restoring right now. This second one up I am. And then the FAR 10 gauge I'm restoring right now. So if it was mine, I would restore it myself. It's up to you, I guess. I would be interested in it if you were selling it, honestly. Any pitting concerns? For the barrel, exterior or interior? A lot of times at the very base, right here, there's pitting in the barrel because people leave them upright and then moisture drops in and then they rust, especially if there's a cartridge in there. Bluing exterior. I did the blued one so far myself. I blued this 10 gauge barrel back here. The receiver didn't blue very well because it was case hardened, but the barrel did. It was my first time use that little cold kit there. I would clean the pits out really good and thing off nicely. I think it would. I mean, you'd be able to see them, but I think it'd be okay. I found an older Winchester 1500 XTR that I'm restoring currently. Nice, kind of getting into it. Same with me. I really like restoring these old things. It's just kind of like therapeutic. You just sit there, and tinker on it here in your spare time. And sometimes you hop on eBay and look for the parts. And the one time I wasn't really looking very well, and I've looked and looked for a butt for this one. It was missing. And the last time I looked, there was a butt for what is that brand? It's a Eclipse Meteor. Oh, great. The butt I needed. Hey, what's up, Bruce Banner? Thanks for coming back in. Appreciate it. Hey, Desil, beautiful guns. Desi, yeah, that's what you call me, Desi. You're the only one who calls me Desi. Someone said something about a 25 ACP. A strange example I once saw was a Walther HSC and 32 ACP with a suppressor. I don't know Walthers. Yeah, they make 32 ACPs. An HSC, I don't know what that is though. I wish there was a Bond's Arm and 45 ACP. They don't make one? Awesome, thanks, brother. Yeah, no worries. Like Aiden, if it was mine, I would restore it myself. Or especially if it's got sentimental values, definitely. I have a CZ All American Trap Combo over under. That's cool. My old man had a double barrel Barleniti. Never heard of that one. Shotgun. Not sure what happened to it. Do you have one? I don't have a Berliniti. I have a Beretta. It's a newer one though. It's from the 60s. That one. It's a 10 gauge. It's pretty heavily etched. That back one's a 10 gauge. That one's a 12, a 12, another 12, a 12. This one needs a forearm, so we're looking for that. This one needed a butt. We found a butt. Now we need some the trigger set springs and the covers for them and the rabbit ears. And then I got a new trigger set on the bottom for it in guard. That one's a 16 gauge. It's modern. And this one here, I'm currently working on it as well. The action was loose and the ears were, so I tightened the ears. The action we're still fixing. Once that's done, I need to get a spring, which is snapped for the lever, the unlock lever, and then put it together. It'd be great. Thanks for coming by, Kenneth. Appreciate it. That would be an interesting. I've never heard of that brand. I'm going to screenshot that brand and do some research on it someday. 10 gauges go. Boom. Yeah, I have 4. So I have the 2 shotguns there in the very back. And then I have a lever action 1901, made in 1901 right there. And then I have a single shot 10 gauge right here. I saw an actual La Para from Italy in 12 gauge. Belonged to a military doctor in another country. Interesting. The workmanship on your collection is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Some, have their nicks and they're old, but hey, that gives it its character, Gives it its character. Thanks for the subscription, guys. Double tap the screen and subscribe if you aren't. There was some Lucy and Desi Arnaz jokes going yesterday on other lives right before I came into yours, so just rolled it in with you. Thank you. Let's see, Bruce, you're over there from Ken Rod's chat, right? If I recall. I figured, well, since you're a mod over there, I'll make you a mod here. I did that last time you were in here. Actually, sorry, it was a Mauser HSC. Okay. When you said it was a Walther, I was like, I knew they made 32 ACPs because that's what the PPK is. Or is that a 380? No, that was a 32, wasn't it? Walther made a fair amount of 32s. Like the James Bond gun. Oh, let's see. My feet are getting tired standing. That's the bad thing about having guns on a table and to show those ones off. You got to stand the whole time. Of course, I do walk around, It was very quiet. Yeah, with a little husher on it would be. Do you have a Winchester 1897 shotgun? So, Mike, this one looks very similar to, what do you call these? An 1887, I think. Maybe they are a 97. This is a 10 gauge, though, and it's the 1901. It's the new version of it. And this one's the first year they made it, in 1901. Yes, all flows from Chanson and Jimmy Show before that. Okay, yeah, Jimmy Show. I'm on his. Chanson's I haven't been because I've been on here. I know it's not a double barrel, but a blunderbuss. Oh, a blunderbuss would be nice for your. It would be, and a pepper box. A pepper box and a blunderbuss. They're both very expensive if you get originals. They're like what, $3-4 grand or something. Nice ones. I could always make one, I guess. A lot of those blunderbusses, they're so old. They're like from the 1700s. A lot of brass on them. Yeah, you have shotgun hunting in year 1863, and you shot Commander Dixie. Young T. Not sure what you're talking about there, brother. Wall hangers. Which are? What are wall hangers? Blundergat. AK-47. Right there, I've got an AK-47. Scary, scary man. Scary, crazy man. It's a Kalashnikov AK-47. Wall hangers. Currently, there's a couple that kind of are wall hangers because I'm working on them. There's 3 of them that are wall hangers. That's one right in the front because I'm working on that one. This one I actually worked on today. We're waiting for parts on it. And then this one back here, I need to do a little more welding on it. Other than that, I do have this one currently is a wall hanger, this Kentucky rifle, because it's just too old. Eventually we might get it running, clean it up a little bit, make it operational. It's a 47 caliber maybe, from 1820 to 1860. Let's see here. Lucille Ball was an amazing producer and gave Star Wars its beginning through Desilu production. Really? I did not know that. Single shot shotgun, Grandpa traditional gun, 1873. Nice! Yunked. Thank you for sharing that. Mike, that is a Kalashnikov. What production is the AK-47? It's made by Kalashnikov. It's a... I bought it 4 years ago, probably. Best deal you have ever gotten on a gun. It's I actually had a live about that one time. Cheapest gun you ever bought. So I was gonna say in here, but it's actually in my car because I did dove hunting last week and it's still in there. My Sears and Roebuck 12 gauge. It's made by Remington. It's made by Winchester, maybe. One or the other. I think it's Remington. It's the same as a Winchester 1200 model, so that'd be Winchester. I got for 50 cheeseburgers, 50 buckaroos, whatever you want to call it, at a yard sale. It had paint all on it instead of the blued. I took most of it off. The stocks were all scraped up and paint splatters on them, so I cleaned them all off and repainted or resealed them. So $50. Yeah, it uses 1863, 1873 shotgun for shot day. Okay. What resource do you use to learn gunsmithing? YouTube and learn by doing. Shop a triple barrel shotgun. That's cool. That's pretty cool looking, those triple barrels. I always thought it'd be neat to have any of you ever watched the Alamo, the original one, with Davy Crockett in it? I think it was, or Daniel Boone. Davy Crockett, I think. It had a barrel of a gun that was like this big around with like 6 barrels and one in the center. That would be cool to do. It was almost like a pepper box, full-length barrel. One warning, if you can't get certain old rifles, don't even clean it. Get it looked at first. Some vintage can drop in value just by cleaning them. Correct. Yes, you're right. Got it, Alex. Just sub to you. Sub me back, please. Thanks for modding me. No worries. Yeah, I did that last time you were in here. I'm sorry if that's fine. I never asked you. I just knew you were really chilling good over there and good at taking the trolls out. I have probably 6 mods now, I think. One's hardly ever in here. Arms Room. He was in here today, though, because he did a live before me. Arnold USA, welcome. Hello, Legend Classica. Yep. Double barrel shotgun day. Bro, do you know flintlock gun 1791? I don't have any flintlocks. The one I have is a percussion. Never shot a flintlock either. I think it's really cool how flintlocks work. You know, you pull it back, pull the trigger, and then it hits, and then it goes boom. It's like a second and a half later. Yankto, sub to your channel. Please sub me back. Yeah, guys, go ahead and drop your channel handles in the chat if you'd like. If you want to get subscriptions, share your channel handles back and forth. Let's get those subs up for you guys. I don't mind people sharing that back and forth. Some people are like, oh, so-and-so just shared. Is he allowed to promote his channel? And they're all like nitpicky. I'm like, if it's 2A content or nice channels, go ahead. I don't care. Support the little guys. Bro, you know, first bolt action rifle. The first one that ever came out? No, what was it? What was the first bolt action? Let's learn about this. I've wondered that maybe. It was probably made by Mauser, or at least a Mauser action, right? What was the first bolt action gun, my friend? Let's hear about it. I want to know about it. Sounds like you got some news for us. Appreciate that. Please subscribe. Trying to go live. Bruce, you don't have enough yet? I believe I'm subscribed with my main channel, which is this one. My other two aren't channels, but I am able to subscribe because they're emails, and you can go through your old emails. I have a work email for my business and a junk mail, and I can subscribe through those. Let's see. Jonathan's saying it's probably the Manlincher M1895. I'm not sure. Take care, my brother. Thanks, Arnold. Appreciate you coming by. I believe you said you subbed. Means a lot to the channel. Arnold USA, appreciate you coming by. You have a blessed evening. And goodbye. Appreciate that. Try shooting in the field, bro. Use double barrel shotgun. Yeah. I mean, I haven't did any field shooting with a double barrel. I did a pump action a couple days ago. Did some dove hunting. My old Sears and Roebuck. Bruce, leave a comment underneath one of my videos so I can find your channel because I can't find you. Okay. There you go. That works too. Let's see here. Go ahead and switch the screen again. There we go, guys. I saw an original rifle drop from 30,000 to 800 because the guy had it blued. Yup. Yup. That's how some Colts are too. This one over here, Carmine, I don't even know what make it is. Like, it's got that original brown on it. I have no idea what brand it is. There's no make. I don't see any model. It has a little repair right here. Someone stuck a piece of metal and nailed it on because a lot of times this wood cracked. I don't know what brand it is. It's got the little running dog here. This side has a Star of David with a patch holder. The opposite side pops out a little bit for like a cheek rest. And then it has like a running fox right there. Opposite side of the running dog has like a dove coming in to land. Yeah, I was thinking it might be a Mauser too. I'm a poor lonesome cowboy while traveling through this world below. Hey, Cascade. What's up? Poor guy, he's so lonely. I am so lonely. Nobody loves me. I'm all on my own. Poor guy. Kasky, I get the same feeling sometimes, so you're okay. We got each other's backs, brother. Appreciate you coming by. Double tap the screen, subscribe, if you don't mind. How's your day going? Other than you say you're a lonely cowboy. A lonesome cowboy. Yeah, I was thinking it was the Mauser, too, when he said the oldest bolt action. I'm from Indonesia, but I like you. Double shotguns in the field. Thank you. I'm subbing to all you guys. Please sub back. There you go, guys. Bruce is subbing to you. Sub back if you don't mind. He's a real nice guy. He needs to get his subscriptions up so he can start doing some lives. He's got to get at least 50, get his account verified, wait between a day and 3 days. Although someone yesterday said they waited a whole week. Felt bad for them. Minimum is 24 hours, they say. But yeah. Yes, sir. Right, yeah. Bruce, leave a comment so I can find your channel underneath one of my videos. There you go. Just watch your new video. Thank you. The one of me working on, no, it wasn't this one. I just did a, it would have been this one here, where I need to get the, I got the butt from eBay and got the barrel elsewhere. It was an antique, so it can be shipped wherever. At least here in Arizona. And then I installed the trigger guard set. I still need to get the trigger locks, which look like these. So I got a few of them I'm working on. When parts come available, I work on them. This one has all the parts for it, so I just need to do more welding on that. Grind it right, get the fitment strong, then put it back together. Well, I do need the spring. The spring snapped for the release, the little lever on top. Then that one will be ready to go. Actually, Pop-Up Pew Pews really wants that one. And then this one needs a forearm once we can find one for it. And then that way back one, I need to get a spring for the lever as well. It's broken. And let's see. I think I need to tighten up the lock on that one just a little bit. Yeah, looks like it's coming together. Yes, slowly they are. Yeah, once some of those, they're, you know, these Belgian made, there's so many companies that made these Belgian made ones. And so they're kind of critique to that exact one. To find a part for it exactly just takes forever. And they're uncommon brands. They have like 10 brands, one maker, and each one designs a little bit different. Let's see here. The view number is dropping. Yep. Well, it says 31 right now. It's been hovering around 31 to 40. Then it'll drop down to 20 something. I don't know if it hit lower than 20s yet, into the teens. Brush salesman out west bought an old Colt. It later sold at Christie's for $250,000. It was serial number 2. Dude. Where do you get the parts to fix them? Charlie, good question. So of late, I've been looking on eBay. They're a good source for old shotgun parts and gun parts in general, as long as it doesn't have a serial number on it, as in like a receiver. It can. Sorry, it restarted itself. It can be sent back and forth. Tamiko, welcome again. What's your EDC? You were here last night, I believe. There's one of mine right there. My 365 Sig Sauer. My other one's my 2.0 Bodyguard to Smith & Wesson. But yeah, that's where I usually get them. Charlie, I appreciate you coming by. I think you're new. Another place is Numix or something like that, or Apex. And there's one other one. I can't remember what it is. I've looked at Numix before. Let's see. There's another one called gunparts.com or something. They sell a lot for like semi-auto and modern guns. But Numix, I think it's called a Numerix, sells stuff for older guns. Let's see here. We were looking online at houses in Lindley Bullhead area for more gun-friendly states. Bullhead, isn't that here in Arizona? Or not? Lungline, I'm not sure. Hey, thanks, Atomiko. So tonight was double barrel shotgun Saturday. Sworn, how's it going? What's the biggest buck you got? None actually yet. I'm going on my first buck hunt on mid-November. You guys can come along too. I'm planning on taking shorts and videos and all that good stuff. Bruce, leave a comment underneath. Okay, I already mentioned that one. Have you ever tried the PSA dagger? Atomiko, I have not. I hear good things about it. Yeah, Bullhead City. I figured that was Arizona. I thought so. Yeah, Arizona's really nice on gun laws. They're almost as good as Texas. Atomiko, I have never tried a PSA dagger. I've been thinking about getting a dagger someday. Let's see here. Jonathan says, in, how can I sub to Alex? So, let's see here. Jonathan, let me find his handle number for you. At Alex11Q6F. I will put his in the... Jonathan, just give me a little bit here. Sorry, guys, I lost it. At Alex11Q6F. At Alex11Q6F. There we go, guys. There is Alex's tag number. Look that one up on YouTube, so you can no rush. I really dig our community. So there, that should be Alex's right there. His handle for his channel. Hit that like button. Hey EDC, welcome back. I got an 8-pointer last year, man. Deer burgers are goated. Yeah. Good for you. I'm hoping I can get a big one. I have whitetail this year. My buddy got mule deer. I live in the Great Lakes state. Crazy to think you guys are far away. I know, right? Hey, it's me from yesterday. Hey, Masks, bro. What's up? Double tap the screen if you could. Jonathan, a sub to you. Please sub to me back. Any websites recommendation for buying guns? Atamiko. Unfortunately, we can't mention a lot of stuff like that. We'll vaguely say real quick. For used stuff, there's different auction sites online. One of them's Gunbroker. There's other sites. I don't know those other ones. Rock On Auction Yard. All that. There's just do a search online. You'll find them. Yeah, right? I wish there was a super short legal double barrel. Right. Obviously, gun stores, yeah, but I think he's meaning for like used stuff or cheaper stuff where you can find and search around online. A Bruce Banner 6149. There you go, Alex. Let's see here. Yeah, obviously gun stores, but you know some gun stores don't have what you want. There we go. There's another one. I forgot about that one. I mostly use GB myself, gun broker. Actually, that's all I've used for online for guns themselves. Can we expect some new MPV clone videos? Compliant Armory, yes. We're hoping to do some shooting maybe next week sometime, hopefully. If I really would have pushed hard, I probably could have shot it today and did some shorts of it. But I didn't. There was some other stuff I thought I needed to do. Tombstone Tactical. Never heard of that one. I live by Tombstone. I didn't think they had a place called Tombstone. It's probably not the same.
What's up, Bruce? How are you doing?
That's how EDC sounds. Everyday Carry sounds that way.
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm just pulling your leg. He doesn't sound like that.
Bud's Gun Shop. I have heard of that one. Well, the thing about Gun Broker, it has all those people, a lot of them. Yeah, I figured Tombstone is in Arizona. I live next to Tombstone, the actual town. I'm 20 minutes from it. Just pulling your leg, EDC. Just messing with you. Bro, I'm going to hop off. As always, good to see you, brother. Take care and enjoy the rest of your night. I'll see you tomorrow, man, when you go back on. Thank you. Appreciate it, Alex. Appreciate your support and doing your job. You kicked out a couple people. Appreciate that. Mr. Mod Alex was doing his job. Let's see here. Bruce. Mr. Bruce. Let's see here. EDC. There we go. You're welcome, Brody. You're welcome. Used to have family in Sonoyta. Really? I have my grandpa. See, okay, Bruce, my hunt that's coming in November, my zone is Sonoyta. From Sonoyta to I-19. So the whole mountainous area there. My grandpa used to hunt there all the time, and my sister had friends that grew up in Sonoyta, and we visit them. Good Nacht. Good Nacht, Alex. Good Nacht. Yep. There's the Ithaca Auto Burglar is illegal, and Curio looks like a pistol. There you go. See, I have seen these dinky little things that are almost like a handgun double barrel, but they're considered a pistol because they're only like this big. You can get them as kits. I forget who made those. I've seen some videos on YouTube about them. They're just a little dinky thing. I think they shoot 20 gauges. And they're not Ithacas, though. They're some off-brand kit. That'd be cool in Ithaca. Sweet. We used to ride horses there. In Sonoyta, yeah. So, yeah, my hunt is from, like, Sonoyta. Well, it's kind of a joint town there. It's Sonoyta and Patagonia. From there, that's zone 34A, all the way to that whole area, all the way to 19, which includes the mountainous area of, the Sonoyta, as well as Madera Canyon, the Madera Canyon Mountains. Silver Country? Yeah, there is silver through there, I think. Is there a town called Silver Country over there? Yeah, Patagonia. Yeah. We used to go fishing at that lake twice. We've been there with my grandpa. The same grandpa that used to hunt over there. He passed away in 2016, unfortunately. Pancreas cancer came back, and it took him. He had it, got surgery, and came back. So, yep. Well, I'll probably start winding down myself. How many people are in the chat? 25. Hey, it went up. Guys, welcome to Desert Armory More. Those shotguns are beautiful. He's like, sorry guys, I switched the screen and it blocked it off. He's like, oh, the shotguns are beautiful. Hey guys, thanks for coming. Appreciate it. 25 of you in the chat. Thanks for staying when the screen crashed. Appreciate that. It's hard to read your name. What do you got? Hobkin. Hobkin? Hobkin? Something like that. you. Appreciate that. Thanks for coming to Desert Armory and More, guys. We do shorts of talking about guns and history. We do shorts of shooting guns, some shorts of hikes. That's what the and more for Desert Armory is. The more part also includes some videos of exploring old mines, caves, some of my work. I'm a handyman, so we do a lot of that stuff. My own boss, own my own business. And then, yeah, shorts of shooting. And we do lives. We try to do lives every night. The best we can. If I'm not going to have a live, I usually do a short about why I can't or something like that. But anyways, if you like that content, don't get twisted. Like and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. And if you subscribe to me and you're not a private channel, I'll subscribe right back. I'll know if you are or not just by when I look underneath who my subscribers are. If it's a little white window, I'll go click it and I'll subscribe right back, guys. Appreciate you coming back. Thank you. Appreciate that. Sounds like the door speed 2 shotgun double barrel. Great live. Thank you. Thanks, Bruce. Appreciate you coming by. Thank you so much. When you start going live, I'll try to turn my alerts on, and if I have my phone near and it alerts me, I'll hop on. Guys, if you like this type of content, I think Bruce is going to start doing lives the same type, but he needs your subscriptions first. He needs more than 50. Could you all subscribe to Bruce? Let's see, his channel handle. Could you put that back in the Measure Bruce? Let's see if I can find yours here. There we go. His is at Bruce Banner 6149. Guys, subscribe to Bruce. He needs your subscription so he can go live here shortly. Trivia: Mexico Open Legal Gun Store number 2. There is no concealed carry and tons of restrictions, yet cartel folks have any machine gun and even RPGs and military Helios. Yeah, I know, right? Thank you for hosting this awesome little meeting discussion, Desert Armory. You're welcome, Jonathan. I appreciate you coming by. Hey, Very Fat Rabbit. I remember the name. Don't really remember you. Never saw you, but I know you've been in here because I remember that funny name. Appreciate you coming by again. Yangoto. That one did not translate, unfortunately. Appreciate y'all helping. We try our best, brother. That one did not translate either, Yangoto. Guys, appreciate the subscriptions. We got maybe, what? We had 1,170, I think, when we started. No, not quite. Maybe we did. Something like that. I was in the live a couple days ago. Yep, you were. I remember the name because I chuckled at it and said something about it. Jonathan says, I want to do a Rimfire Friday soon. Need to get my subs up too. Perfect. I did a 22, a live about 22s. I said something about, are they relevant for today? But yeah, you can do all sorts of stuff, you know. A Rimfire Friday. There you go. A Taco Tuesday. Oh wait, that's food. I was thinking about doing Crazy Tuesday or something. You know how we have some stuff that are just oddball, and there's not like enough variations, as in like lever action, shotgun, bolt action, semi-auto, this, that, and the other. There's maybe not quite 7, and so at least what I have. So I might have one that's called Crazy Tuesday or something. Let's see. I'm trying to stream Hopkin, as in live stream. Tactical Tuesdays. There we go. Put all the tactical stuff out. Do you need more subscriptions? Hopkin? What's the channel other Jonathan? Oh, his channel? Christopher. Hey, what's up, Christopher Lewis? I think you were on here yesterday, I believe. Appreciate you coming by again. Means a lot to the channel. Right now, I just have reptile videos, but soon I'm going firearms. Good for you. Hello, Christopher Lewis. Welcome to the chat. How are you doing today? Thank you very much. Left a comment on your short so you can find me to sub. There you go. Christopher, thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. How's your evening going? Or day? Maybe you're in, I forget where you're at. Maybe you're over in UK, or the other earlier someone was from Iran. They said it was 5 a.m., but that was like an hour and a half ago. Hey, if you don't remember me, I was in the chat a couple days ago. No, I remember your name. I don't remember who you are, as in because I've never met you. I remember your channel name, that Very Fat Rabbit. 50 BMG semi-mag available, bro. I don't have one. I do have a 338 Lapua sniper rifle. You know, some people have a 50 BMG sniper. I have a 338 Lapua sniper. It takes, here, I'll show you here the difference. All right, guys. So, let's see if I can hold these up. So everybody knows what a 22 LR is, obviously. So there is a 338 Lapua. So it's a decent size, but not as big as a 50 BMG, but they're still big. Got you, Jonathan. Dude, the 338 Lapua, I want the Ruger Precision. That's actually what that is. It's a Ruger Precision. I loaded these myself with hunting. Before they were, when I shot them before, they would have been match grade for long distance. But I'm loading them as a hunting round with these tips here. The High Performance Big Game Boat Tails. 338 225 grain. And so they should work pretty well for elk or bison. I just stuck in for bison again. I put in for spring bison, didn't get it. So we're putting in, sorry, for fall bison, didn't get it. We're putting in for spring bison. I also put in for javelina. See, Arizona, their hunting's a little bit weird. You put in a lottery, and if you don't get chosen, well, that's what it is. Just sent out to dinner. Thanks for the live. You're welcome, Bruce. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yes, the Beretta Light in 50 BMG. I saw one at a gun show for around 5K. It was on fire. Insert 50 BMG into the double rifle barrel. Supposedly you can. Was that Garand Thumb, I think it was, stuck a 50 BMG into a... What did he stick it into? A 20 gauge, was it? I think it was. I think he stuck it into a 20 gauge. I've seen somebody put, what was it? You can put a 45 Colt into a 410. At least a modern one. 8mm Mauser. Yes, the one is. The real long one right here is. It's from Turkey, and it's made in 1938, 1939, something like that. It's kind of hard to read the date, because the 9 is so small. If it's a 9, it kind of looks like an 8. And if it's an 8, it looks like a 9. From Norma. Oh, I don't got Norma. My brand of 8mm is... I got two different brands. One's Mill Surplus. So one of them I have, which I've never shot them yet, are these original Yugoslavian 8mm, which are actually a 7.95. I still have them in the clips. I got a box of those. My local gun and pawn has a whole bunch of these. They probably have about 100 boxes of these. The other brand that actually I can get pretty easily is this brand. You can get it online. Seller and Bullet. I've never seen it, Norma. Let's see here. Bang. Experimental inserting 50 BMG billet into barrel of double barrel. 8mm non-corrosive. Yeah, this is non-corrosive. This is, because it's military, so it's going to be corrosive. It's from Yugoslavia. It's a nice caliber used in Germany snipers and machine guns, and the Norma Carbiner 98 Kurtz. Yep. Put this guy on the list ASAP. Hey, Nick, what list? The list of the best shooter, or the guy with the coolest shotguns, or the guy with a lot of levers, or what? What list? What list, my friend? Do you have a Browning BLR? Thinking about getting one, but not sure if I should wait for Marlin. Leonardo Herrera, I remember you in here the other day. Appreciate you coming by. I do not actually own one Browning. One of these days we'll get a Browning. I don't have any Browning. Browning and Keltec. Those are the two I don't own, surprisingly. I don't own either brand. There might be one or two other brands I don't have out there that are a normal one. But yeah, I don't have any Browning stuff, let alone a BLR. So I couldn't help you with that, knowing if it's something you want to do or keep. Huge Marlin fan. Nice. I have one Marlin. It's a bolt action shotgun. It's right there. 36-inch barrel, original Goose. Midway has listed for. Okay, so I got my. I think I got this from Midway. I think I just bought whatever was available and the cheapest. I think it was from Midway. Let's see. And it's got the specs on it too. That's what's nice about some of these. 2,559 feet per second. Muzzle energy is 2,850. So pretty quick. That thing's super accurate too. And this is what I shot in it. I never shot these in it. The old box of Yugoslavian. Let's see. Do you have the M30 Lafayette shotgun? I do not. Most likely not, but it's a very nice gun. What was that one for? The German snipers. Okay. No worries, Jonathan. Triple barrels, very innovative. Yeah, they are. Do you pheasant hunt? Devin, I never have. I don't think Arizona, even northern Arizona, has those. They have partridges and some type of other little birds that look kind of like a small pheasant, but they don't have those. Zeph, welcome to chat. Don't remember you in here before. Welcome. What do you think about Backhull MP27 EM1C gun? Never heard of it, Zeph, so have at it. Maybe explain it to us. I'd like to know. I want to learn. Leonardo asked 308 versus 306 versus 3030. 30-30-6 obviously 30-6 is obviously the parent case of a 308. But yeah, I would agree that it's an overall one of the greatest calibers, the 30-6. A 30-30 is kind of it doesn't go far enough for what a 30-6 or a 308 can do. 30-30 is good for short distance, obviously. I actually have my 30-30 sighted in at 350. I need to sight it back down to about 200 to 250, and then sight my 270 in properly for the ammo I'm going to use. And there are pheasants in Arizona and agricultural areas. Okay, Wade, you from Arizona? There probably is. I'm new to the hunting. I never did a lot of hunting other than coyotes and squirrels and stuff here in Arizona. I just started getting to the bigger game. Yeah, okay, thank you. Leonard, there is no real answer to your question. I know, right? Because everybody has their own personal opinion. You know, they'll tooth and nail say it's 30-6, and another one says, no, it's 308. And the other one's like, guys, you're dumb. More deer have been taken with a 30-30 than any other round. Which is actually true, but that doesn't mean it's the best round. Yep. Welcome back to the chat, by the way, Wade. I think you're in here the other day. Appreciate you coming back. The question, I guess, is if you could only own one, being on budget, that's my related. 30-6. Although 308's easier to get, probably. Because you can get 308 in bulk. Yeah, true. Which two-barrel gun is best for hunting, in your opinion? Two-barrel gun. As in like a over-under or a side-by-side, or like a single shot with a rifle underneath, or a triple barrel with like a double and a rifle underneath? I don't know. We'll look at a Savage and through it Accu trigger. That's what I have right here. This plastic stock one is an Accu trigger 308 Savage. It's an Axis Gen 1. I bought it thinking I would use it. I shot it like 8 times, and those weren't all me. It was just me like having friends come and shoot it, or relatives. I bought it used. I actually don't really need it, don't really want it, so I need to get rid of it sometime. I got it used from Sportsman's Warehouse for a pretty good deal. Came with the scope. I was trying to trade it for a French MAS, I think it was. So I met him he was at the swap meet with it, and I said, hey, I heard you want to do 2A trades, because he was telling that about somebody else. I said, I got a 308, I've got like almost 200 rounds, let's do a trade. He's like, well, like an even trade. It's like, well, I got lots of ammo, and you got like 2 boxes, 1.5. So an even trade, I got a little more than you do ammo wise. Anyways, sent a picture shortly after. He's like, sorry, just sold it, and he wanted a pretty good deal for it, anyways. But used even at a gun shop too. Okay, do you have a Winchester Model 19? Okay, so Fat Rabbit, I have this, which is very similar, but it's the 1901, chambered in 10 gauge. This is what took the place of that one, I believe. I'm not a friend of synthetics, but I'm a fan. Okay, yeah. Same, Leonardo. I am not a fan of synthetics either. I prefer wood stock. That's why most of my guns are wood stocks. That's one reason why I want to sell it. How many cheeseburgers would you want for it? That's a good question. I believe I paid less than 400 cheeseburgers for it. So probably like 375 maybe cheeseburgers, something like that. If I would sell it. I love wood stocks. Yeah, a lot of mine are. Which PCP gun is best for hunting? I'm not sure. You know, some people get the pistol ARs. I have this little MP5 clone here. It's called the AP5 through Century Arms. I just bought the brace for it. We did a live unboxing of it last night. I stuck it on last night after the live. I did a short of it, and then I did a short of manipulating it today. There's the box of it last night we opened up. Then take me to. Oh, right. So I don't really know. Sorry, what was the synthetic stock? Oh, sorry, Jonathan. It's a 308. It's a 308 Savage Mark 1. So Generation 1. I've been called a FUD. Only wood stocks for me. Devin Ferreira. These are not for sale. Is that a full auto? So, Very Fat Rabbit. I got this on the interwebs from somebody. It has HK internals. So, like, actual MP5 internals. Trigger, bolt slide, rel delay. The whole innards are HK. I've shot it one time at a gun range with this mag. Since then, I got 2 more. I didn't have the brace. It was kind of a pain to shoot, so I shot like 2 mags and put it away. But what's interesting is it has a 3-position trigger. It's on the 3rd one right now. It's got the 0, the 1, and the 3rd position. And when you put it in the 3rd position and you have pressure on your trigger, it sets it back a little bit further. So I don't know if it does anything special or not. I haven't shot it in that mode. We'll try it. Gotcha. I have the Ruger American through it, which is a better one, by the way. Jonathan, the Ruger American is a little bit better than the Axis Gen 1. I think it's, depending what model you get of the American, it would be like that too. Sorry guys, I need to plug in my phone real quick. Yeah, depending which one you get of the Ruger American, I think it would pretty much always be better. Savage 10, I do not have one. Any silencers for sale? Nope, these aren't for sale. I need to get a silencer for my MP5 clone. I hope it's the same threads, but it does have a 3 lug as well. But I hope it's the same threads as my 9mm pistol. Savage Axis Gen 1. Yes, that's what that one is. He said Mark 1. I meant Gen 1. I'm sorry. How many 22s do you have? Devin, that's a good question. I have a live of that, but I can't remember. I put all my 22s out and then asked if 22s were relevant. I have, let's see, 3 bolt actions. 2 of those are single shots. One's from the first gun I ever bought. It's a Savage Mark II. And then I have 2 10-22s. And then I have, I think, 4 semi-automatic 22s. One I don't shoot much, though, because it's really old. And, well, it's sort of old. It's a 1957 Rigarmi Beresca, made in Italy. It's the early model. It's hard to find parts for it when it breaks. So I quit using it because it would break off and on. What do we got here? Well-rod pistol. Well-rod. What in the world's that? That would be a big gun if you're using well rods. Well, I don't know about rods, but well pipe would be. And If you're using well pipe for, that'd be like a 40 millimeter or 37 launcher. It's an initially suppressed pistol. Internally. Oh, yeah, those are pretty cool. I've heard about those. You can get them in AR smalls. Then you only have to buy one tax stamp for a short. You'd have to get an SBR tax stamp. That's all. Or is it for the silencer? I forget. You only get one then. 22 is the most reliant ammo. Relevant. Yes, it is. That 9mm and 223. In my opinion, if I had to sell anything but one caliber, I'd keep my 22s. They'll keep you fed. Yep. Yeah, because you can kill a 22 with a coyote. Yep, you can kill a coyote with a 22. Sorry, that's what I meant how to say it. That's from World War II. I might have heard about that one, but in January the next stamp is free. Yeah, I hear about that. At least for suppressors. I don't think it's for SBRs or SBSs. Let's see. Jonathan says bolt action magazine in the grip is the grip. Smaller caliber, internally suppressed. It was used by British spies. That sounds cool. Well, why no over-unders? 2 reasons, Leonard. I don't really like them, even though they are over-unders, so the shots are in line this way instead of spread out further this way. I don't really like the look of them, as well as they are an arm and a leg. You ever bought one? Shoo. Well, so are side-by-sides if you get them pretty new. Most of these I got under $300. The very second from the top was more than that because it's a modern 1960 Beretta. Do you have a Car 98? I do not, Very Fast Rabbit. Not the Wild Rod, came in mini calibers. Okay. I'm back. I thought you would be off by now. Normally I would be, but it's been going pretty good, so I'm just staying on. There's 31 of them in the chat. Chat's been really good conversation, so we've been staying on. What? I can't find a decent side-by-side anywhere. Gotta know where to look, Jonathan. Swap meets, pawn shops, the interwebs from Florida, by the way. Nice. Okay, that's good, bro. Yep. But yeah, let's see. Hey, guys, we got a couple more subscriptions. I appreciate that, folks. 32 of you chat. Could you double tap the screen and subscribe if you could? We'd really appreciate it. This is Desert Armory and More. We appreciate you coming by. We do shorts of shooting. We do shorts of exploring, caves and mines. We do shorts of hikes, all sorts of stuff, folks. Appreciate you coming by. We should do shorts of some of my work, too. I'm a handyman. I own my own business. If you like this stuff, subscribe, double tap the screen. We'd really appreciate that. And let's see here. What do we got? Okay, that's good, bro. Leonard says, yeah, side-by-sides are just as much nowadays. What I like about side-by-sides, they're classic. Over-unders, they don't look classic. No. Side-by-sides, especially with the little ears, the rabbit ears. Oh, yeah. Classico. They're more expensive to repair since they have many Smiths know them. Not many. Gotcha. Just bought a Stevens 235 with external hammers. Hunter. Nice. I'll have to look that one up. What caliber is it in? 12 gauge, probably? I love the external hammer stuff. Hey, do you kind of remind me of the shark catcher from Jaws, sort of? Never watched that, so I don't know. Face reveal! Yeah, there's a few of us that have seen me. Check out Rhineland Arms converted kits for Mauser 98 to 45 ACP. Neat. It's a 12. Hunter Kelly, that is nice. Most of mine are 12s. I tried to get a 20 gauge double barrel in here, unfortunately. Excuse me. I get it home, figured it was a 20, didn't do anything about it. And then I go to take it apart to work on it because it needed work. I bought it as a repair. And it's a 12 gauge. But it was sold to me as a 20. I paid the money for a 20, or I thought it was a 20. I didn't want a 12. I got lots of 12s. And so I messaged them, told them about it. Haven't heard a thing from them. So it is what it is. CZ Shadow 2 or an Alien? An Alien's too much, but it would be cool to have one. They cost too much. But a CZ Shadow 2 is definitely obtainable. Do you have any 16 gauge? I do. Wait, let me switch the Ayan. Is that how you pronounce it? Ayan Ribhen. Welcome to the channel, by the way. Think you're new. This one's a 16 gauge. It's a Zastava made in Yugoslavia. It's an M75, if I recall. Never heard of a 16. Have you ever heard of a 28 or a 24? Eventually I want a Ruger Red Label. I'm not sure what that is. I know what a Red Hawk is. So here's a 24 gauge brass. I don't have a shotgun that shoots them. Do you have a 50 cal? I sort of do. I have a 500 Smith & Wesson pistol revolver. I don't have a 50 caliber BMG. Anyways, the brass 24 gauge I'm going to use for one of my guns behind me here. So we got right here, this really neat looking long one. It's a 5.77 Schneider. Finding ammo for that is like finding hen's teeth, as well as when you find it, it's like 5 rounds for $200. It's crazy. So if you use the 24 gauge brass, cut it down, anneal it, and then use the 5.77 Schneider dies on the die machine here, it'll size it for you just so smaller than this, and then it slides right in. And it uses is it large pistol primers, I believe. Yeah, Leonardo Jaws is a very good movie. Yeah, I've never seen it. So what is a Ruger Red Label? Hey, what's up, Larry? Glad you came by. Appreciate you showing up. How's it going, everyone? Life's been okay. I've had better and I had way worse, tell you that. How's the eye doing, brother? It's an over-under. Okay. Mine's an over-under if you put the gun sideways. Then it becomes an over-under. How's the eye doing, Larry? Getting any of that sight back in it? I was thinking about getting into reloading. Is it worth it? So, Wade, it depends what you're loading. If you do piles of shooting, it's worth reloading 9mm or 45. I reload my oddball rounds. I reload, these thingies that I'm going to make. They're super hard to find. I reload my 338 Lapua. I reload my 3220, my 2520, and I also make my own rimfire 25. I have a gun that shoots rimfire 25s. The ammo for it is extremely expensive, but if you get a 17 WSM, which is a Winchester Super Mag, cut the tip off, run it through a 25 die, and put a 25 tip on it and load it. It fits perfect in a 25 rimfire. I have a short about it as well as a long format of how to do it. Mobile, what's up, brother? Welcome. Still can't see out of the left eye. At least it stopped hurting. That's good. For a month there, my eye was really hurting. Wow. Any REC for Winchester side-by-side? REC. I don't know. Winchester side-by-sides are really hard to find. Somebody the other day said there was another brand too, and I'm like, I didn't know they made side-by-sides. Do you have the Lebel 1888 rifle used in World War II by the French? I do not, Mr. Fat Rabbit. Most likely I'll be buying. Yeah, I heard about that. So what happened was he had a 410 shotgun, if I recall, and shot it. One of the BBs bounced back and hit his eyeball. Now, I don't know if he had safety goggles on or not, but I've had lots of stuff go in my eyes, even with safety goggles. I had to go to the urgent care one time and get something removed. Jackson, yes, we've got lots of handguns. Tonight, though, was Double Barrel Saturday. I've got probably 60 handguns. Last night, we had all my semi-automatics out of pistols. The day before, we had our wheel guns out, all my revolvers. No, not wearing safety goggles. Sorry about that, brother. Prince, we can't understand your language, unfortunately, but we do appreciate you coming by the channel. Thank you. Like and subscribe if you could. How can I see them? Jackson, unfortunately, they are in my gun safe, as well as in their safe holders here. I do have shorts of my guns, pistols, and I do have lives about them. I have shorts of me shooting them. We do have one pistol out here. It's my MP5 clone. We just got the brace for it. We did an unboxing of the brace yesterday. Did a short of me putting it on. And another short of me manipulating it today. There's the box there from last night. And I do have one pistol on the counter right here. It's one of my EDCs, a 365 Sig Sauer. It's your fault a little bit. Yeah, it's my fault, Lil. Yeah, for not having safety goggles on, my friend. I've had stuff fly in my eyes, though, even with safety goggles. And it's like, if I didn't have it on, it probably would have never flew in. Jackson, we appreciate you coming by the way. How much? Looking for concealed carry. They're not for sale, but I bought the 365 at a pawn shop. So that's a good place to look, either for at pawn shops or online used, and then have it shipped to your FFL. Did you have a horse, or do you just like the saddle? Good question, Wade. I have 2 donkeys, and I recently got them, trying to train them on weight before I put the saddle on them. Do you have a C96 pistol used in World War I by Germans? I do not. It was to commemorate the death of Alexander Sturm. Ruger was Alexander Sturm Ruger. Oh, the red label? The red label Ruger? What's it chambered in? Or maybe it has a variety of chambers, kind of like the 75th anniversary. I have the 75th anniversary 1022. And they have, obviously, whenever they came out, they've got different models for different years. So yeah, just curious. Maybe they had it in different calibers. Guys, appreciate the subscriptions here. This is our counter for our subscriptions. If you like this stuff, like and subscribe. Any 8mm? I do, Jackson. Right there, we've got a Mauser, a Turkish Mauser. That thing is extremely accurate. I did freestanding at about 100 yards. Shot down a 3/4 inch pole. I was a little shocked at myself. It's a tack driver. That is an 8mm. Mauser from Turkey, made in 1938. I noticed you just have one. One what? One what, brother? 8mm? Or one saddle? Because I have 2 donkeys. The red to back eagles on Ruger guns. What do you mean by that? Jackson, I don't remember how much I paid for that. I did it as a deal. My 338 Lapua and that I bought as a package deal at a pawn shop. I said, hey, I'll buy the Ruger Precision 338 Lapua if you throw this in for X amount of dollars. And I can't remember what that was. I've never heard anything bad about 8mm. No, not me. Yeah, not that one's a long one, which most of them are. I haven't heard anything bad about them either. Let's see here. Yeah, the saddle. If I recall, it was somewhere around 420 cheeseburgers, buckaroos, whatever you want to call them. LOL 8mm theatrical blank firing pistol. Really? Okay. Let's see here, guys. Do you have the C96 pistol used? No, I don't. I think you asked that earlier. You must not heard me. I do not have that. I don't have that many German stuff, let alone World War One. I don't have any World War One. Now I have stuff that was made during World War One, but not actually in World War One. And no worries. Hey, Cohen, does anybody know how to get a fly to stop flying around your head while laying in bed? Dude, I'm having the same problem over here in Arizona. It's just horrible. It's that time of season where they're like half alive, half drugged feeling. They're like, and you're like smack and you miss them. Yeah, I know. It's a pain. They get in the window and you smack them, and you're trying to watch something on your phone when you're laying in bed, and yeah, they're all by your screen. You flip the lights on, it disappears. I know. Let's see. Unfortunately, I can't read your Korean there. Do you have a translator? I can't read the Korean, unfortunately. I can read Spanish. Maybe Portuguese or French, but because they're both Latin dialect, but not Korean. Sorry. Another bit of ATF trivia: the Mauser broom handle pistol is a curio by ATF definition. Really? Love the display. Thank you, Dave Morris. Welcome to the chat. So tonight was about double barrel shotguns. 3/4 of those are fireable. The other 4, I'm still working on restoring them. I'll see you the next live. My phone almost died. Yeah, mine almost did too, and I had to put it in real quick. I misplaced my phone tray. Okay. The one with the rifle stock. Oh, yeah. Where it slides on the back end. Gotcha. So that one is considered a curio. Gotcha. Ooh, that version. Interesting one. Yeah, I never knew that either. You would think it'd be considered a short barrel rifle then, right? After that. Had a Stevens as a kid. Nice. Let's see. Do I have a Stevens? Stevens. I don't have any Stevens, surprisingly. I have some Ivor Johnsons. I don't think I have any Stevens. The buttstock is also a holster. Yeah, that's weird. It's like a wood buttstock. The thing slides in. If you have any 10 gauge for the take. I do have 10 gauges. So, let's see here. What did I do with that one? I had it out here earlier. What didst thou go? Oh, here we go. Here's some hand-loaded 10 gauge I loaded myself. We got BBs, like from a BB gun. 90 grains of Pyrodex. It's a black powder equivalent. And then here's an old paper Winchester 10. But yes, I have a couple 10 gauges. This one right here is a 10 gauge, which shoots modern loads. This one's a 10 gauge, which once I get it working, will shoot these. And then that one's a 10 gauge single shot right here. I shoot modern loads in that because it's old and new enough. And then this is a lever action 10 gauge. And once I get that going, the firing pins broke, which I didn't even know. It'll shoot these as well. Have you ever loaded wax slugs? I haven't. I just got a kit for them. Bought a whole bunch of stuff on eBay of loading equipment. About $1,400 worth. And this little thing was in it. So we might try it one of these days. I have a new Stevens EEE 555E as a great skeet gun. Good. How much for the turkey gun? They're not for sale. None of them are for sale. What's a turkey gun? 10 gauge. A heavy duty 12 Magnum or a 10 gauge is Walter P38 pistol used in World War II by the Germans. That'd be neat. I do not have one. I would really like to get a Luger. Let's see here. Did someone else say something? I might have missed something. 31 of you in the chat, guys. Could you double tap the screen, like, and subscribe? We'd really appreciate it. 31 of you in the chat. We will probably quit in about 15 minutes. Do you have any Bolo medical knives with brass guard? I don't, doctor. I do not. I've actually never even heard of those. Sound cool. Passaggio con acai. Welcome. Passaggio. Welcome. Passaggio. Welcome to Desert Armory and more. Where are you from? Where's the arcade at? Over there, buddy. Right there, my Kalashnikov. Have you ever seen a 4-gauge punt gun once used for commercial duck hunting? I haven't seen one in real life. Well, I might have. I went to a couple of firearm museums in D.C., but I have seen them on the online for sale. Different places. They were the Russian one. The Russian gun. But yeah, they were a punt gun as well. Thanks. I'm from Italy. Hey, first person we've had in here from Italy. Welcome. Italy. How is Italy these days? Is it morning over there right now? Takes 2 men to fire. Yeah, it does. They're bad to the bone, pun intended. Yep, bad to the bone, bad. Is that how they do it? Hey guys, appreciate you coming by to Desert Army and more. Yep, they put them on boats and wiped whole flocks of ducks. Yeah, they put it on the nose of the boat. Well, you guys have probably seen what's his name's Kentucky Ballistics punt gun that he had custom made. It's called Fury. It shoots those 1-pound balls of lead. It's morning, 5:43. Wow, okay. It's southern Arizona right now. It's 8:44, 8:43. So you've got some hours on us there. You're living in the future there. Appreciate you coming by. Don't know if you like this stuff, but if you do, could you double tap the screen and subscribe? We'd appreciate it. Used for amputation. Okay. They also use a bone saw, right? Jacob. Hey, Jacob chills. He's chilling out. Past tense, huh? He's chills. for 11:44. Like and subscribe. Yes, please do that, folks. Thanks, Alex. I took the pinned comment away earlier. There we go. Appreciate that. Yep, Kentucky's guns can just rip through anything pretty much. I know, right? I had the great privilege to talk with Italian Carabinieri. They are very impressive Italian police. Gotcha. Are they more of like the higher end? Quick one strike. There you go. You're welcome, Brody. Let's see here. Quick one strike. Okay, I haven't heard of that, Doctor. Heard from FK Bruno. I've never, I've seen them. I've heard of them. I've seen videos of them. Never handled one. I think it might end up being one of those things, kind of like a 500 Smith & Wesson, where you just get it for the fun of it. I don't know if it'll really take off. But I think it would be pretty cool. Thanks, Thomas Spade II, for coming in, by the way. Do you have a Walther P30? I do not. Like Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Okay, I wondered if it was something like that. Kind of more of elite looking police in that sort, military or whatever. How do you get the bruise under the nail? Okay, that's funny. So I got that back in June on my birthday, June 13th. So I was hiking with my nephews. They came from Pennsylvania, and my brother, my oldest brother. We were hiking down a mountain. We already went to the top, exploring some old mines, and we're coming down. And one of them set two rocks on top of each other on top of my backpack. And when I leaned forward to grab a rock that looked neat on the ground, both rocks came falling down, and right at the same time, my thumb went in between both of them. And they smacked each other in the air with my thumb in between. That's how that happened. Some people's like, well, it looks like you're shooting a M1 Garand. Got the Grand thumb. No, it wasn't. Best double side-by-side that I can get under 500. Saucy Boss. Shop your local pawn shops and swap meets. Or online. I was able to get this one right here at a pawn shop. Totally functional. Nothing wrong with it, if I recall. It might have had a sticking pin. But I just undid it, cleaned it up, stuck it back. I got it for 350 buckaroos, roughly. And then this one right here that's non-exposed, fully functional. Got it from the interwebs for about the same price or even less maybe. Most all these other ones I've gotten for like $210 or lower. Not this one though. This is my elite one. That's a 10 gauge, pretty heavily engraved Beretta Silverhawk. That was pretty pricey. Lucky I did not fracture your thumb. I know, right? Ooh, that sounds bad. Sorry. I thought he was going to say he would grand thumb. I know, right? That's what a lot of people think. Hey, Steve Champion. Thanks for coming by. Hey, Carrot. What's up? Holy mother load of guns. Yep. Yeah, today was Shotgun Saturday. So if you like double barrels, well, I should say double barrel Shotgun Saturday. Those are all my double barrels. Some I'm working on. Some, most of them work perfectly fine. So if you like that stuff, double tap the screen, subscribe. We do shorts of shooting. A lot of shorts of those. So they might be farther down because I haven't done a shooting shorts in a little bit. And then I do lives every night, usually 6 p.m. Arizona time. I do request, like maybe if you see, you wonder if I have something, ask if I have it in the chat. If I do, I'll stick it on the table the following live. What Benelli Cohen and what for hunting? I don't have a Benelli. Let's see. I think I missed something, guys. What we got? This double barrel. Okay, I already mentioned that one. Okay, we did read them all. Hey, Craig. Welcome. How are you doing? Craig W. said hi. Hi. Double tap the screen. And subscribe if you could, folks. Appreciate it. People are starting to pour back in. Montefeltro. What's that? I don't even know what that is. What's a Montefeltro? Don't know. Sounds like something fancy. That's French. Monte. Sporting? Is that what it means? Oh, drat. That is way expensive. Whatever that is. I have an old American Gun Company double barrel. That's all I know about it. Oh, Greg, I have one. Right here. This one right here. It's like 1989. Or sorry, 18... 1898. It's the last year you could buy guns and have them shipped to your house before they weren't considered an antique. That one right there is. It's exposed. It's non-exposed hammers, but yeah, that one is right there. It's a 12 gauge. That's neat. You got one. Fix all the double barrels to fire at once and make a volley gun. There you go. Yes, it's like $1,700. Which one was that one? The Montefeltro. I'm going to screenshot that one. Eventually, we might take a look at that. Guys, if you like this stuff, double tap the screen. Subscribe. Appreciate it if you could. Helps the channel out a lot. And how's y'all's evening or morning going, wherever you're at? Hey, Jake Robertson. You have a Glock 19. No, I have a Glock 20. I don't have any of my pistols out other than my MP5 clone and one of my EDCs up on top, just in case. Today was double barrel shotgun Saturday. So, yep. You have one? I think Glock 19 and the Glock 17 are one of the most versatile guns, those two. They're kind of like an AK. They look a little ugly, but they work great, and then you can abuse them and use them. They're like a Toyota or a Honda. If you do the volley gun idea, I think you'd be the first, right? To put them all in line with like a bar in between. Talk about really having to hold them down, especially for those two 10 gauges once I get that one 10 gauge fixed. Let's see here. Wow, the count went up. I guess people over there in England are getting awake. I have a Glock 30 looking for a 29. Gotcha. Of course, we'd all love to have a Glock 18C, right? Wouldn't we? Wouldn't we? That'd be nice. As the factory full auto. Full boomies. Looking for a 29. Yeah, let's see. You can look at 29s, pawn shops, gun stores, online. Hey, what's up? Please read it as fast as you can. I have no idea what that would mean, even if I read it as fast as I can. Who's peeing? I don't know. Don't know. Thanks, guys, for the subscription. Someone just subscribed. I appreciate that. We all whisper in TCPN, yeah. You go through so much ammo. Yeah. Oh, for these, yeah. What someone counted them up. It's 18. And most of those would be shooting my brass. I do have 25. I do have 25 brass 12 gauges. And I think I have like 8 or 10 that I buy of 10 gauge brasses. Hey, Skinkum, what's up? Do you have any lever actions? I do, right there, brother. The bottom one's a 30-30. This one's a 44 Magnum, Model 94 from 70s. This is a Model 94 chambered in 25-35, early 1900s. This one's a 32 Winchester centerfire hex barrel made in 1895. Model 92, and this is a Model 92 chambered in 25-20, early 1900s. And then I have a lever action shotgun right there, and I've got a lever action Savage Model 99 in the gun safe. Thanks for stopping by again. I think you were in here the other day. I appreciate it. Depends on the grade. The Montefeltro 40 to 1700 goes, and the Father Light is 2,200. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to shut down here in about 7 minutes. I have to wake up really early. I live in southern Arizona, and I plan on going to Charlie Kirk's funeral. And so we want to get to, me and my roommate want to drive out there. It's like 3 hours from here, so we want to leave early in the morning, get over there early enough so we can find good parking and get there when they open. So, hello from Alaska. Hey, Alaska. Welcome, Mr. B. If you have any flintlocks. I don't. I have one percussion. Yes, rest in peace. Hopefully, we're going to go to his funeral tomorrow. It's about 3 hours from me. So I have one percussion, this Kentucky rifle. Currently, it's non-functional. You have to pick one lever guns or double barrels. Which one would I choose? Well, my favorite lever action is this one I own. It's a 3220 1895 model 94. My favorite double barrel is this 10 gauge Beretta Silverhawk right here. Are you going to be able to view his body? I don't think so. My guess is they're not having a viewing because it's in a stadium, and right now there's over 10,000 people registered. I just registered tonight. My roommate registered yesterday. For home defense, I'd go for the double barrel, for the 10 gauge, right? That's only two, but hey, there's not going to be anybody left. Obviously, the lever action 32 Winchester centerfire, you got a lot more, but I have two flintlocks and they're fun to shoot. Nice, but not fun to clean, right? If it wasn't 3,200 miles, I would go as well. Yeah, same. I was like, well, originally we had a church service planned yesterday at my home church, and I was the one doing the sermon, but then so many people got sick. So my dad's like, hey, we're not having church tonight or tomorrow, so you can save your sermon for next week. I'm like, okay, I have the privilege to go. If I don't go, I'm going to kick myself. It'll never happen again. So we got to leave here at like 4 in the morning or something. The guy had kids, dude. Yeah, I know. I know. Like, how would they like it if we laughed and stomped over their grandpa's grave? Or if they had a child that passed away? Like, yeah. Sometimes it is better to remember someone in life than after death. That's true. I used to listen to a lot of his shorts. Not his long formats, just his shorts I would listen to a lot when he was at the colleges and stuff. Yeah. It's just a sad thing. Very sad. Yeah. Let's see what come and say. $49 people in the chat. Guys, if you like this stuff, what we're talking about, double tap the screen and subscribe. I had never heard of him, sadly. I know, right? Oh, you haven't. Okay, Charlie was made fun of too. I know. Oh, mad funny. Yeah, he was. I bet they wouldn't laugh if he was their own dad. I know, right? Death is not good or funny. I know. It makes no sense. It's like, where's the heart? What's interesting is after all this happened, the right is they're not having burning and breaking in and riots and all this like they did with Mr. Floyd. Right? But then look at all the riots they have. It's crazy how many riots they have over the littlest things. Or the ICE over there in Chicago. They did in LA. It's like they're the ones, they call themselves peace-loving people, but they have riots over things and throw a fit like a spoiled brat, like a child. But the right, they know better than that, and they have vigils and prayer meetings and prayers and put momentums out for him at colleges, and yeah, it's just crazy. The world's falling apart for us. I know, right? It's sad. We don't talk about politics much in mine, but I don't mind when stuff like this happens. I have no issue with that. I've never watched his long videos. Yeah, I haven't either. Or only the shorts. Same. We live off grid here, and we don't follow any of that. I didn't even know his name until my dad called and told me he was shot. Gotcha. Just little steps at a time. Yeah, I know. Or big, huge slides. Like some of the stuff that's happening just seems like so dramatic. Let's see here. Guys, we are going to stop here shortly. I got to wake up really early, so probably in about 5 minutes. Trusted Red Money is making fun of Charlie, and they're getting it real bad. So, yes, and the left are so mad at that because they're like, freedom of speech, blah, blah, blah. Yes, but look, he died from freedom of speech by their group. But that's not freedom of speech. That's laughing at murder. That's not freedom of speech. Okay, be safe, be kind. Thank you. Be careful when you're there. Thank you, Wade. He did more for Americans in 13 years than most people can do in a dozen lifetimes. I know, yeah. Murder isn't funny. Yeah, you don't, like, who laughs at murder other than people who like it? Like abortion, them, they don't think it's a real person, an abortion. Like, oh, it's just a blob. It's just a bunch of cells. And one time that's what someone said to Charlie. And he's like, yeah, just like you are. You're a bunch of cells standing there. You're just formed a little bit better. Your cells too. That one was funny. Let's see here. 34 in the chat. Guys, we're about to close down here shortly. Appreciate you coming by. Before you leave, could you subscribe and double tap the screen? Tonight was Double Barrel Saturday. We got lots of lever actions. Last night was semi-automatic pistol Friday. Thursday afternoon was wheel gun Thursday. And then we're going to come up with other stuff like lever actions, bolt action, miscellaneous stuff, rimfire, 22, whatever. If you like this stuff, please double tap the screen and subscribe. Might not here. Be safe. I'm out. Okay, but see ya. Sadly, it is free speech, not free of consequences. Correct. It's free speech, but it's not free of consequences. Just like with police, and if you get mad at them, you could call them the F word, Freedom of speech, but if you start swinging arms or verbally abusing someone even worse, yeah. Cricket Tuesday. I don't have a cricket. I have something that looks like a cricket. Someone says I should have a tactical Tuesday, and I was like, well, I might use Tuesday as crazy Tuesday, like oddball stuff, because I got so many oddball stuff. But yeah, I have a single shot. It's called like a Schlespeer Nitro King. It looks kind of like a cricket. Devish, thanks for coming by. Appreciate you coming by. We are going to close here in a shortly. We've been on for about 3 hours, but I appreciate you coming by. All right, well, it's about 12, so I'm headed to bed. Thank you for doing this, and thank you for showing up on my For You page. Oh, you're welcome. And subscribe, like. Appreciate you guys. This is our subscription counter there. Good night, Jonathan. Devish, yeah, I'm sorry we missed you. We are closing down for the night. We got an early morning. I'm headed to Charlie's Kirk's funeral tomorrow. I'm about 3 hours from Phoenix where I live, so we got to wake up early. Got to get there way before so we get good parking. And that starts at 8. And then, gates open at 8. The funeral starts at 11, so it'll be an all-day thing for me and my buddy. So, anyways, guys, I'll go ahead and switch the camera here. Guys, appreciate you coming by to Desert Armory and More. Hopefully you've enjoyed the live. There's been a lot of people in and out. There might have been one person that was here the whole time, possibly. Anyways, appreciate you all showing up. Hope you get there safely tomorrow. Thank you. And I might not be able to make my normal 6 o'clock short or live tomorrow. I'll play that by ear. I might post a short saying we won't, just because it's 3 hours over there. So by the time the funeral's over, by the time we get out of there, it might be like 4 or 5 o'clock, and then I have a 5-hour trip back. But I'm hoping to get videos and pictures and stuff like that. Hopefully they allow that out in there. I know it's going to be really strict security, so 3 hours. Yeah, it's a 3-hour drive. Thank you. Appreciate that. For the safe drive. Thank you. Guys, again, thank you for stopping by Desert Armory and More. We're going to sign off. Appreciate all that you do. Yeah, I do preach some at our house church about every 3-4 weeks. Oh, no, I kind of doubt that. Anyways, good night, y'all. Alex, appreciate you for hanging out as the moderator. You've been here the longest as a moderator, I think. Crawfish, unfortunately, you just missed us. We're closing down right now. Thank you for coming by. Before you leave, could you double tap that screen and subscribe? We'd really appreciate that. Unfortunately, you just missed us. So maybe you've been listening in. You might have. I can't remember. But thank you for stopping by anyways. Good night, y'all. Have a blessed night. Have a blessed day, if it's day for you. And have a blessed rest of your life. When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Instead, trust God in those times of uncertainties and ask Him for help. And He will shine a light on your path and give you the direction to go. You can always trust Him. He is the way, the truth, and the life. And there is no other way whereby we must be saved but through Jesus Christ. Thank you all. Have a blessed day. Same. See you, buddy. Till next time, folks. Thanks.